Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Combat Kings. And, well, I guess I'll just say the big announcement here. Unfortunately, on December 2025, Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa it's been announced that he has passed away. And we thought we'd get together to sort of talk about, I guess, this situation and remember what this man has done.
Forgot we were starting off on that sad note. Well,
Yeah.
on any rate,
Especially while I'm wearing this stuff and like
Yep.
standing here getting ready to reveal my this, and it's like, oh,
Oh, that does look really nice.
we talk
it
about
is
the
a
man
really
who
cool
died.
trip.
So
To read a really cute comment I had on one of my videos, they said, "Our soul is his." That's a really cute way to
Oh,
phrase it, I think. He really did
yeah.
impact us all.
I want to say that I'm sure all of us got this, but I appreciate many people sending us messages and like talking about the situation, whether to inform us about this passing and just talking about RIP the goats in our comments and just
yeah,
getting together to remember this man. I appreciate that you guys all came to our comment sections. Like a lot of people came to my Shang Tsung Mortal Kombat 9 video, Shang Tsung Mortal Kombat 1 Chapter 13 video, and a lot of people left a comment on the 95 video because a lot of people went back to rewatch that video to just yeah, and I think we all really appreciate receiving those messages.
Hmm.
but this isn't about us. This is about the man who
Yes, exactly.
arguably, because you have to remember this is back when MK3 was the most recent entry when the first film came out in '95. So back then, the character personalities weren't that clearly defined. The movies obviously helped to really define the roles of the characters. Some of it was based on what had been established in bios and whatnot, like or in early notes. Like Sonya's role was always the skeptic, and then Johnny was the comic relief. Liu Kang was kind of the straight man, but Shang Tsung was one of those characters who in the movie really gave him this really great aura about him, but and that was obviously a big part down to Tagawa's performance, and it says a lot that most versions of the character in the games just weren't like that, and are some of the most boring versions of the character. Like
True.
MK9, he is so boring.
Oh yeah.
He just lacks like anything. But then MK11 comes out with Tagawa back, and they really leaned into this slithery, serpenty persona he
Sinister.
brought to the character. And then, of course, Alan Lee, who took over the role for the next game, he, even without being asked to by NetherRealm, based his entire performance on Tagawa, did a very, very good job at it. He's phenomenal in the role. And
Yeah.
now, because of that, Shang Tsung suddenly is one of the most beloved characters in the franchise, all because of this one guy's performance and this other guy who is following in his footsteps because it was such a good performance that he felt compelled to do it as well. And in MK9, when Shang Tsung was killed by Shao Kahn, it sucked, but it's not like there wasn't the outcry that you got with, say, the ruination of Sindel or
Yeah.
or,
Yes.
or the replacement of Hanzo as Scorpion, or the death of Hanzo in MK11 at Devora's hand. Like, you didn't get these outcries from fans because no one really cared about Shang Tsung. He's one of those characters like Kano, where he comes back because he's one of the original characters, so he has to come back. He has to be on every roster. But now it's like, no, people just want him back because he's so much fun to watch. So he walks around doing this stuff and this stuff. Well, all this hand stuff he does is very, very campy, and it's like the right kind of camp MK needs, and it's very fun. And I'm sure some of it came out to the right in the direction, but at the end of the day, it does come down to Tagawa's performance in the '95 movie, and then the way he was brought back and written and directed based around that performance for MK11. And so Shang Tsung, as a character, kind of just is Tagawa now. Like without him, it would be it's such an uninteresting character. But now,
I
thanks
think
to him, this character is fantastic.
Yeah, I think like because there's always a phrase that people always say like how Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man or blah 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 actor is this character. I feel like for Mortal Kombat there is a lot of like talk about maybe does this actor portray him the best, does this actress portray her the best. Like even Robin Shu, I think personally, I think that is Liu Kang. I think he embodies Liu
Oh
Kang
yeah.
very well. But you can debate about that. You can be like game versions and whatnot. Carrie, no debate. That is Shang Tsung. Like that is the perfect Shang Tsung, and like even I watched some like interviews and stuff. He talks about how like he appreciates Cary. He finds that playing a role that has influenced in the media this big is quite the phenomenon. Like he's quite honored to have that role and stuff like that. Uh, it's kind of funny to think like he plays this amazing character in the '95 movie. Okay, Mortal Kombat, are we gonna lean into this? No. Okay. 20 years later, he comes back and remind us why it's the best portrayal, and then they're finally like, okay, we're gonna lean into this now in Mortal Kombat 1 and stuff like that.
And think about that, like, of all things to not bring over, because there was a lot in that first movie that heavily influenced what came later, from aesthetic things to character relationships.
Yes.
Like, Johnny and Sonya really got to start there. Liu Kang Katana, while it had been planned in the games, hadn't been implemented until now. And the movie was so influential in the series, but for some reason Shang Tsung was something they chose not to do. But fortunately, we still had other projects like Conquest, the spin-off TV show where Bruce Locke obviously was playing the same version of the character. And while his performance was distinct, it still obviously borrowed a lot from Tagawa. And then MK Legacy Season 2 brought Tagawa back to play the old man Shang Tsung for its tournament, and he gets this one-on-one scene with Liu Kang where they're like talking in a restaurant, and so certain other people were able to keep it alive until the devs finally got a clue and said, you know what, not only are we going to bring him back, we're going to build an entire subsequent story around him.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can guarantee, if not for them bringing him back for Aftermath, I doubt they honestly would have done the whole twist where, the other Shang Tsung, he survived in his own timeline. He didn't just get wiped by Liu Kang and that's it. He won in some alternate version because that's Cary's Shang Tsung. He won in his own version. Let's bring him back. Without his performance, I doubt anyone would have cared enough to do that. So
True.
It really is like no stretch of the imagination to say that the character's influence on the franchise and pop culture as a whole, whatever he has, is predominantly down to Cary Tagawa's performance. It's kind of shocking, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few examples where an actor completely hijacks the character, and now the character is the actor. Like, you forever associate them. I don't think even Robert Downey Jr. is as associated with Iron Man as Cary Tagawa is with Shang Tsung. Like, if you do anything that's not Cary, people are like, no, you can't do that.
Well, you can. It's just not going to be as good. I mean, like
that's what I mean.
Like,
yeah, no one will ever like be favorable to not him. If you do anything besides him, they're like, no.
I mean, look at Sonic's videos. MK9 Shang Tsung sucks. There's no M1K Shang Tsung sucks or MK11 Shang Tsung sucks, is there?
Just a lot of cute memes of him being zesty or like doing classes on how to slay.
There is Mortal Kombat 1 Chapter 13 Shang Tsung sucks, but that's because the chapter sucks.
That's not the
Shang
character.
Tsung. Yes.
Yeah. Like, there's no dedicated video going, this version of the character, not very good. It's like, no. I need to go on for like 20 minutes explaining why this version of the character is so good and why the actor did such a great job imitating Cary Tagawa. Like, come on. It all just loops back.
You're a clickbaiting monster, Sonic, okay? You say it sucks, but then it doesn't suck. You're a clickbaiting monster, okay? Shame on you.
Out of 30 minutes of that video, I do shit talk over 20 minutes, but then when I break down Shang Tsung, I'm like, Alan Lee, an amazing job.
I will say, I was thinking back on it while making my video about Shang Tsung, and it really is odd how even with Deadly Alliance, they didn't try to capture at all like Cary Tagawa. It's like a third new character because you have the original Shang Tsung who's kind of his own thing. Then you have Cary's version. Then Deadly Alliance just feels like a new Shang Tsung, like he really does. I feel like. But then again, those games have the advantage of not having to really give the characters tons of personality. It's more so what they did in the story that you follow along with, Yeah. But still, I don't see any Cary at all. Like when he goes to shake Quan Chi's hand or anything, he's just like a regular evil guy. And then of course MK9 did that too. Part of me wonders if they were just afraid. I don't think Cary Tagawa would ever sue, but I wonder if they were afraid of getting sued for using an actor's likeness again without like paying them for it. So like, we can't have Shang Tsung be anything like Cary in these later games unless we use him.
Just an epiphany. I feel like the idea, like when you write a character like Shang Tsung, it's just the sneaky, cunning little rat, snake, fox type kind of character, which is a very, very it's a trope that exists basically. So it's not like that's a really hard thing to implement in a story or write. So I feel like for like just putting Shang Tsung in a game and a story that's not something that's really hard to like do, or just do it. Basically, you don't have to think too much about it. But the thing that Cary adds to this and makes it work and makes it appealing, it's like you would like, I guess, like in a way you would like seeing this character be snarky and like sneaky and all that kind of stuff. Like it just works for like making him likable in a way. Or obviously you hate, but at the same time you like this character.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not entirely sure if I'm portraying this well. I don't think they were so focused on doing that when portraying Shang Tsung throughout the years.
Cary
So it's
Tagawa,
like,
what makes him so cool is that he can be like bipolar in a way that makes sense. You know, that's what I like most
Yeah.
about his character. He's so calm and in control, and then when he feels slighted, he's like instantly like full on evil guy, and you're like, oh shit.
yeah, that's why in Aftermath, like that from the first half he's just calm. In the second half he just lets it all loose once he gets all the power. It's just beautiful. Even like in the 95 movie I feel like he's more unhinged, but like it's really funny. You can look back, you look at his performance in the 95 movie, then you look at his interviews. He is such a calm man
yeah, he's
in
a
those
sweetheart.
interviews. He's just like, yes, Shang Tsung is this kind of a person and then whatnot. It's like, who are you? Like, what?
Hey, he's Johnny Tsunami's grandfather, all right?
Yes.
It's funny because that movie came out a year after the Street Fighter movie from '94, and what do people remember from that movie? Raul Julia and his like scenery tune performance. He just grabbed the wall and just went to town on that set.
Oh, yeah.
And people love it. Like people have some appreciation for other parts of the film, but Raul Julia's the part they remember, and it's part of it's going to be because he died soon after, and that the story of how he did this for his kids and whatnot, and that's always going to be a factor, and it's partly why we're praising Tagawa so much right now. But it is really funny how you have that version of Bison, and then you have the version of Shang Tsung from MK the next year, and the same kind of like scenery chewing, not quite as much with Shang Tsung I feel, but it's still there. There's definitely a comparison to be made about how they just go all in, go completely over the top, basically lose themselves in their roles. And it's great. It's one of the most memorable parts of them. And then, Bison gets referenced here or there. Stuff like he mentions the Tuesday line in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. With Shang Tsung, it's like, no, that is the character now. We've taken that. And I'm so glad for that because, you know me, Quan Chi, get out of here. That guy was taking the spotlight from Shang Tsung from Deadly Alliance. He's the reason the alliance is formed. And he's got the plans and the deception. It's like, well, he's the one who wins them when they fight each other. And then Armageddon's like, oh, actually, he also survived. He teleported out of there and dropped the amulet on the way. The fool. But then he's like he's more important to the story of MK versus DCU. And then Shang Tsung is just tossed aside casually, and Quan Chi gets to be like the big guy with all the plans. And then MK11 comes along, and yeah, Quan Chi wasn't even in that one. But then Shang Tsung is suddenly, like, you go to the latest game, Quan Chi is not even second fiddle to he's like third, maybe fourth tier. And when he shows up, he doesn't get to show up without Shang Tsung being there. Like the chapter of the story where you play as Shang Tsung, Quan Chi's there as his assistant. Then the final boss fight, Quan Chi's his assistant. Then in the expansion, the Chaos Shang Tsung has Quan Chi's assistant. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just this non-stop...
I will object to you on one fact, because Quan Chi does
Okay.
have that one. Yeah, he does. When he creates Ermac, that is just Quan Chi, though. The whole little group of minions there and stuff.
Yeah, but
He loses,
That's true,
gets
but he gets owned by
humiliated.
his own creation immediately, which is like hilarious.
But you must also consider whose plan was it? Who told him to go and create Ermac? Oh, right, Shang Tsung from the other timeline. Yes,
That's
Well,
right.
Oh.
Exactly.
Shang Tsung.
Oh, you
through
got
Shang
me there.
Tsung.
You got me there.
So-
That's true.
So Shang Tsung is just the guy now, and I love that. I mean, I don't want him to be the final boss again because we have had that twice. in a row, but
That's calm down with that. Exactly.
I do want to see him come back a lot more. I think Alan Lee is a great successor to
Yeah.
Cary Tagawa, and I hope to see him really get a chance to continue thriving. Not getting too much focus from everyone else. We don't want it to go too overboard, but this is one of those characters where it's like he should come back for at least most of the entries, like Johnny Cage, because these are such great characters who
See what you
who
mean,
bring
yeah.
so much entertainment to these stories that if the story's not going to be all that well written, we could at least have some fun with it. So let's have these fun guys show up and just be like, yeah, like the new movie. Unfortunately, Shang Tsung is not anywhere near as charismatic. Hopefully, they'll do something with that. But we have Kano and Johnny to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Exactly.
Let's go watch them. And that's what Shang Tsung is in the games. He is like one of the top dudes for. I like watching this man just exist. Please exist more, Mr. Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because a lot of the Mortal Kombat fans have gotten together to like share their grievances about the situation and stuff. But Cary has also played a lot of other roles in a lot of other shows and movies and media and stuff like that. I'm curious to ask, like, do you guys have any other roles that you've seen that you liked about him?
I know two. One
Okay.
is in the two live action Tekken movies. He was Heihachi.
Yeah, I didn't see
point.
that.
I
I'm
forgot
curious
about
how he
that.
was
I
in
should
there.
have mentioned that in my video. Damn it. Go ahead.
He didn't get a lot to do, unfortunately, but he was there, and you know he gets this good line where he goes, "I am Mishima Heihachi, I am Tekken." It's like the games should just steal that. Just steal that.
I am Tekken.
I am Iron Fist of Kunlun. And the other role he had was in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. where
I
he's,
know
like,
about
some
this
martial
one.
arts guy. Sabrina has to like go up against him, and because it's a show about magic, and he's bringing in this little martial arts contest. People like there were people who like tried to gaslight the internet into thinking it was Shang Tsung. Like,
Yeah, because he just
as a
acted like him
crossover.
too.
Yeah, like it's so fun. Like they should have brought him back as well for the Netflix Sabrina Chilling Adventures.
would've
Just
been
bring
cool.
him back. Just why weren't people
As
just
a key
putting
reference.
Cary-Tagawa in everything? Why would you not?
Why not?
Could you imagine how much better the MCU would be if instead of being like, oh, we're gonna do Wenwu, the not Mandarin, but he's the Mandarin, but he's not the Mandarin. What if they just said Cary-Tagawa is the Mandarin, and he just shows up and he just plays Shang Tsung again?
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
world,
Why
the,
not?
the MCU would still be making billions of dollars every film. People were like, yo, Shang-Chi, that was such a great movie. Can't wait for that guy to come back off the back of, as per usual, Mr. Cary-Tagawa, so named because he carries every project he's a part of.
There you go.
I will agree with you on that aspect, but I will also say, like, when Shang-Chi was out and when it was being filmed, like, Cary was around his 70s. I don't necessarily think he's going to be doing more martial
Well, no,
art
it didn't have to
moves.
be. Well, no.
You wanted to
but,
be
like,
really
the man-
CGI?
It just
No,
cuts
the
to a
Mandarin in the
shameless
comic-
body
in the
double
comics
when
is
he's
a
doing the
magic guy,
attacks. Sorry.
Like, he's a magic guy in the comics. He could have been like throwing fireballs and stuff. Then, here's a fiery skull at one point, just as a reference to Shang Tsung. And there's a lot of references to Shang Tsung you make with the character because the Mandarin is lame. Shang Tsung is very, very cool.
True.
So for me,
Come on. If you were this martial arts hero and you had a choice between being the son of Wenwu or Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa, which would you pick?
I mean, for me, I just like Cary.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the? Are you talking about
You
the character
would be
or the
his son
actor?
if you had the choice. Do not lie to me.
Oh boy.
Sonic's dad listens from the room over.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that, man. So, I remember I talked about this one movie a while back, but I said it's like 47 Ronin, and it's like it stars Keanu Reeves, and it's got like a lot of actors who are in Mortal Kombat 2021. Tadanobu Asano, Hiroyuki Sanada, Scorpion and Raiden, and it's Cary-Hiroyuki is in that as like this like old man like general. Like, I think he was like the emperor or something like that in that movie. He doesn't play like a big part, but he was in that too. So I was like, oh, that's quite a big roster of actors there, which I thought was quite interesting. The other one that I could think of, which I think, Dog, you're gonna regret not remembering this one, is Blue Eye Samurai.
Oh, I don't think I haven't put two and two together with that one.
Yeah, like, and that actually really makes me wonder because he plays a really good role in that series too. Like, do you think they recorded his lines for season 2? I am kind of curious if we're gonna be able to hear that or not.
Oh, I see. He was the blacksmith. I don't think I even noticed that.
Yeah, that's it. I noticed it.
I'm such a
immediately. I was like,
fool. I'm such an ignorant fool. To be fair, he doesn't do the usual mannerisms and stuff. But yeah, now I hear it for sure. Yeah.
I remember we talked about this, Dog, on the podcast while I was trying to recommend Snake to watch the show. I was like, Cary is in the show and he's really good, and Snake's like, well, I might want to watch it. And that was like a year ago.
Such a good show. I hope he watched it.
I've had other
I don't
stuff
think
to
he-
watch, please.
I mean, when season 2 comes out, you can probably watch it all. I feel like you'd have a blast. I feel like.
It's such a good show. It's like a top 5 for me, or at least a top 10 show of all time for my personal
animated show.
library.
Yeah.
Don't hype it up. Don't hype it up too much. I have a lot of history of people being like, "Yo, this is the best thing ever," and I watch it and it's like mid.
But when have you heard that from me, though? I'm usually really critical of shit. Well, except Scorpion's Revenge, I guess. I went pretty easy on Scorpion's Revenge.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Did that have Cary Tagawa in it? Did it have a Shang Tsung inspired by Cary Tagawa? No. Terrible.
And that is why
absolutely.
it failed.
Art Butler's fine.
It was an MK9 inspired Shang Tsung.
No dig against Art Butler. He did a fine job with the material, but it's not Cary Tagawa Shang Tsung.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
So Legends 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for the next one, and then they didn't even try to put Shang Tsung in cage match, so because they knew they couldn't top it. So that's the best one for sure.
Legends movies in shambles.
Yeah, get shambled.
I would say, like, in my opinion, it has the feeling of an R-rated, like, Avatar: Last Airbender for how I feel about the Blue Eye Samurai, like that kind of vibe with the characters and like how things go. I don't know if you agree with me on that, Dog, but if that's how I would kind of review it.
That's a fair, I think.
You want to
Yeah,
see
that's
how I
fair.
like him.
Sure. I think, well, Blue Eye Samurai is just like, no, it is a series, that's right. It's much shorter. I think what it accomplishes in such a short time is very impressive.
Yeah, for 8 episodes.
I would say to anyone watching, you should definitely dig into his library of stuff. He's worked on way more films and shows than you know about. Like, I went to his Wikipedia page. There's so much. I was like, wow. I definitely want to look through these later and see if any of these shows are... Like, I want to watch Man in the High Castle now. I'd never seen it, but I heard it was good, and he's in it. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. I'll bite.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw that video you've made, though. It's a good video. I was surprised about the Batman video game you showed. It's like Batman, like Senzu's Rise, or something like that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
The Rise of Senzu.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Rise
the
of
villain,
Senzu.
and I'm like, dude, how many people can say they're like the main villain of a Batman game, you know?
I think Senzu as a main villain is also very interesting. It's like, oh, okay.
I don't even
And,
know, is
yeah,
that a
also
game
it-
original, or is he a comic book character?
I think it's original.
See, that's cool. They made like a new character just for him, pretty much. That's pretty dope. At least
I
it
will
feels
say,
that way.
I went to look up like the cutscenes. I'm like, oh, it's not just I'm here to look at Carrie, but I'm also here listening to Kevin Conroy.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
It's a bit sad there.
I came to have fun, not to cry. Slams desk.
Was Harley Quinn in it as well, or am I just thinking of a different?
I know like
Batman the
Clayface
Animated
and
Series
Scarecrow
game?
were in it.
I've never played it, so I don't know.
I just looked at some cutscenes, but I'm not sure
Yeah.
if Harley's in there or not.
I saw enough cutscenes to capture footage, and I was like, oh, yeah, look at that. That looks pretty fun.
For context, I'm asking because Harley Quinn's original voice actress also died a few years ago, Arlene Sorkin. So
Oh, shit.
if Harley was in that game, she probably would have been in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't think like the Joker's in this game.
Because this was like pre Harley shows up and Tara Strong is going to play her and everything. That's before that. So
I see. No, it's a Scarecrow, Clayface, Bane, and then Senzu.
Interesting. What an interesting
Oh,
rogues
never mind.
gallery.
Cameo appearance: the Joker, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze. Okay, so wait, without speaking roles. Okay, they're just unlockable 3D models. So no, she wouldn't be in it, basically.
Damn, dude. Back before Joker had such monumental pull that he had to be the main character and focus of everything. Oh, God.
like he doesn't even get like a cameo like in like Arkham Shadow where you hear him through a wall. Like no. He's just a model you can unlock.
In the unlockables. It's a very short game too, from what I recall. Oh, I gotta say this, by the way, Dog. You did get one thing wrong in that video.
No, impossible. I'm always 100%
Sorry.
accurate in my videos. Fuck.
Sorry, I was about to leave a comment about that too. But basically, you talked about how like you had the implication that like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1, Shang Tsung started the Tarka infection in order to gain like sweets to like
Possibly,
be able to get
yeah.
into the high road. Yeah. So like I don't deny like the theory that he infected Melina. That's a cute theory that people have been going around, which kind of makes sense and it could be possible. But there is absolutely no way that he started the Tarkat disease.
Is it because it's been around before him?
Not only because people directly ask Liu Kang why he does this in like the intro dialogues, but in the very beginning of the game, like the very first minute when he was the snake oil salesman, he literally says, "This can also cure Tarkat."
Well, he could have done it before.
Do you think
then.
he actually started it while he was a snake oil salesman when he was a nobody?
Yeah.
Is that what your implication is? What?
Well, yeah. Like the point here is, Dog. It's like if he did make it, he probably would have already had a cure. Like we still see him working on it in Kenshi's chapter.
Well, I
He's
thought
still
that was a
trying to
fake
get this
cure.
cure sorted.
I get your point. Sonic's point makes a lot of sense. I thought it was a fake cure on purpose. I thought it was almost like how in the modern day people theorize that a lot of big diseases have been cured, but the doctors aren't trying to cure it. They're creating versions to make you live with it. That way you keep having to buy the cure.
I see what you mean.
But
Yeah.
I get that, but surely he would, if he wants to have greatness, he would be like, yeah, I can just sell this, and then if Melina gets infected, he's like, oh well, I can save the heir apparent to the throne. I can, basically save the entire Outworld Empire, and he'd rise through the ranks. So I feel like it's more just. It is an interesting question of where it came from, because did it just happen to resemble Tarkatan's, or was it the other Shang Tsung interfering again? And if he did, who did he interfere through? Could we see some kind of Aki or Fang style character in the next game who's like, oh yeah, I was the agent that Shang Tsung brought in? Because he'll answer questions. There could be some potential for really cool new characters in this new
Devora
era
from Mortal Kombat X.
Devora
I was
did it.
I was in
Oh
Mortal
my
Kombat
God.
9 this whole time.
Devora invented Tarkat.
It could be.
Her kill count ascends. Sorry.
But by the way, two things I'll talk about. By the way, two things I'll bring up. First things is like the implication is Shang Tsung is this useless, like he has no talent man before like Damashi shows up.
Yeah.
And the second thing is there's an intro dialogue where like I forgot who asked Shang Tsung. It's like, do you have the cure for Tarka? You must have the cure for Tarka. And Shang Tsung's like, if I did, I'd be a very wealthy man. So it's like I think that also implies he's not he doesn't have the cure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the line in story mode's the best one because I don't trust intro dialogues. I don't think Snake does either.
Then yeah,
They're
then like I said,
garbage. But yeah,
he's
the
like
start of
he's
the story
faking
does.
the cure.
The start of the story is a good piece of evidence.
Sometimes
Speaking of that, though,
it can be, but
it can be.
I
Oh,
do think that-
there's actually more intro dialogues that are canon this time than like arcade endings. In my opinion, like they take more of the intro dialogues into the Chaos Reigns. I'm like, really? Not the arcade endings? But this time at least.
I do think there's a lot of potential with the idea of delving into these things that were set up, but we don't have a firm explanation for. And it's like, well, how did this thing get into this new timeline? And that'd be a really good story for Melina and Baraka, because presumably they'll both come back, or at least Melina will, and we can explore that. Hopefully they won't just go like, well, Baraka's not on the roster, we couldn't fit him, so unfortunately he died of Tarkat off screen. It's like, no, Baraka! No!
He's gonna die in the opening cutscene.
Bye.
He's gonna die in the intro.
Not even like no epic battle where he just dies from sickness, which in my opinion would make him like the best character ever created. Just like, oh, that's how he goes out. No more shitty writing for this character. Okay, they did it. They made it. They just made a great character and killed him off.
Going back to that first scene though, someone pointed out a wild theory in the comments, and I haven't had time to double check it, so maybe you guys already know this or not. Somebody was saying that the guy we see in the first scene who calls out Shang Tsung and turns the crowd against him, they're saying that he's the flesh pit monster, the one that's all strewn up in the background and all torn apart. That's his face, apparently.
I didn't think about that.
I didn't look close enough.
It
I feel
does
it's more likely a recycled asset, because I think if that was him, they probably would have done something with that.
Maybe
Like,
they
his
expect you
clothes
to
in the
catch it because the
background,
camera holds on him, but that would make sense that Shang Tsung
his
has major
face.
beef with
Dog,
that guy.
Dog. What franchise do you think we're talking about?
Oh,
This is not a subtle franchise by any means. They don't
do love their
very
references.
subtle storytelling. It would be a cool detail, but I don't think that's the case. Plus, we don't even know that he ever even contracted Tarkat. But I do like the idea of Shang Tsung getting revenge on him in some way.
Yeah. I've never heard that theory, but it's a cute theory. I'm not gonna lie. It's like that's. I mean, unfortunately, I can probably put it side by side and see how closely it resembles. Unfortunately, the only thing that I can say that resembles the flesh pit creature and the man is that they're both bald. That's about it.
Yeah.
that's all you need.
But I mean,
That's where a lot of the whole him being Baraka came from. Is like, oh, it's a bald guy with connection to Tarkat, and it's like, but the backstory and what his
who has
family
a child
is, and his job is different. That guy's a farmer. Baraka was a merchant. Like, these are completely at odds
exactly.
with each
Baraka
other.
was a
This is not-
merchant, and he also like was an army man before and stuff. So again, that's a cute theory,
What
but it doesn't
if?
go anywhere too.
But what if?
Yeah.
What if actually Marcon? Because I'm pretty sure that's his name. What if Marcon, after losing his family, stole all of Shang Tsung's wares and became a rich merchant, and then became Baraka? What if though? It could happen. You don't know. You don't know, Sonic. Who are you to defy my stupid headcanons? Who do you think you are?
I mean, you are true. Like a lot of the cause like in my recent video I'm making, I am gonna just talk about every freaking theory or everything that they've that even in the intro dialogues they've implied. I'm just gonna like analyze them all, like just throw them out there, be like, this could be possible, this could be possible.
How long is this video gonna be?
Me? How long the video is gonna be? I'll keep it short. Like I told you, I think I said before, it's like
It's a separate video. I thought you meant this was gonna be a chapter 15 video.
no, this is all in chapter 15. This is not gonna be a separate video.
How long is the video gonna be? Yeah.
Currently about an hour and 40 minutes.
Sonic, your videos are like Harry Potter books. You just keep making them longer, and I wonder if it's because you're actually adding more, or if you just feel the need to one-up yourself, and each video has to be longer.
I actually have tried cutting it, like trying to
Okay.
like maybe I don't need this part, maybe I can shorten it down. I was actually happy it didn't hit 2 hours that like I predicted. I was like,
Sonic,
oh, thank goodness, only 1 hour and 40 minutes.
If you cut it short at chapter 15 and move the endings and invasions or whatever and all this extra stuff to a separate episode, could you get chapter 15 out by Christmas?
Yes. but I really want to just finish this video. I do, and the thing is, it still connects with each other. It still flows nicely. It doesn't even like the thing is I'm still editing. I'm currently like halfway done with it. I'm currently 50 minutes through with the video. I don't even think it's like padding. Like I think every part of the video is still very engaging. It's still like it's not like I'm just blabbering on and whatnot.
Sonic, so I'm sure it is very good because this is one of your videos, so we can guarantee it's going to be very good. However, I want a video from you. I want one. Give me a video. Do it. Do it, Posse. Do it.
You have patient fans, unbelievable. Actually, if you subscribe to my membership, you can watch like the first 20 minutes of the video, which I have up there if you guys want to see it.
That's
I'm not
smart.
giving you money. Fuck you.
Smart business model.
We are off track. We should go back to the big topic. We can
As
talk
Sonic
about all this
continues
like,
to grow, his videos are going to become like cocaine. It's like, come on, Daddy, I'll do anything for that sample. Come on, give me the first bit for free.
Dang.
I'll watch that video.
I'm pretty sure this chapter 15 video is going to be longer than either of my Injustice reviews. I think even longer than the MKX video.
How long are those videos actually?
All longer than mine. The longest video
Injustice 1 wasn't.
Yeah.
Injustice 1 was about an hour 40, I think. MKX was then, I think, an hour and a half. And Injustice 2 was an hour.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it will be longer than just me talking about a chapter. Technically speaking, it's gonna be longer than you talking about
the chapter with the least narrative going on. By the way,
yeah.
Chapter 15.
And you may think, oh, is this whole video about arcade endings and whatnot? It's like, no, like I talk about chapter 15 for about 40 minutes. Like
That's
I actually
why-
do like talk about it that long.
That's why I liked it even when people dislike the story element of it, like Snake. He still went into like effort talking about how deep that final mission is with all the different things that can happen. And it's like, no, there's a lot here. There's like a ton of depth here. So at least appreciate the crazy depth in it, you know?
I mean, do you guys want to see? Should I put it in this section? Because it's like you know what? If we talk about our content later on, I'll bring this up again because like there's some funny things like a little tease about what's going on with my video process. But I think we should also first conclude the
Insert
current
right
topic.
now, Sonic.
Hello.
Do we get back to that topic? Do we talk about our content later, future Sonic? Do we?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thanks for letting us know.
Bye.
Now everyone knows whether to expect that or
Thanks.
not.
Thank you so
We can
much.
move
Future
on.
Future Sonic
Sonic.
here. I think that later on in the video we shall discuss.
Is that the text-to-speech robot voice there?
Yeah, that's my best attempt at it.
We've got a bit of topic with that, but I feel like we've said all there really is to say, other than, well, I mean, we know him as Shang Tsung, but he obviously
Yes.
his body of work is a lot more than just that. That's probably his best known role out of anything, but
Yeah.
he had a lot more than that. Go check out some of the other stuff that he's been in. Like you might find something. Like, again, without being told he was in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, would you ever guess he would have been in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch? No. You might be surprised what random things he's in. And then also the genres. I mean, that's a comedy show. That's a sitcom. But he's going to be doing comedic stuff. You might not find it funny, but, you know, you might still find it fun to watch Mr. Tagawa have a martial arts fight with Melissa Joan Hart and get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he was in a Batman video game until I watched Dog's video. So there's a lot. Yeah, it's really cool.
I guess I would just say to watch my video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I learned stuff about Cary while doing the research for that video. There's things in hindsight after this podcast already I wish I included, but here we are. Damn it.
I mean, there's a lot, yeah. I actually rewatched my own 95 video to kind of like get a recap of the movie and like his involvement and stuff like that. So I feel like I got some closure just going through that and whatnot. But there is an interview that he did a couple years ago, I think. I forgot specifically what the interview was about, but I used it in my 95 video to emphasize some interesting behind the scenes things. So like he talks about like how the music is very like upbeat and like brings out a lot of energy with the fight scene and stuff. And like I told you, he talks about how he's shocked to play like an iconic role in the entertainment media and stuff like that. But one of the things he has in an interview that I think is a pretty good closing thoughts about this is he talked about this is about the 95 movie, by the way. He says like when the Mortal Kombat came out, then there were many like he described fans like little monks essentially, and they were all like going around and enjoying Mortal Kombat as a content, I suppose. And he describes like the 95 movie as like a church, and when the movie came out, then the monks all could gather around into the church to like experience this all together and be a family.
And to me, because there were so many fans, it's as if kids would be playing every day like monks, in their own little temples. And all of a sudden, we gave them a church to come to, the Mortal Kombat Church. All the monks came out of hiding and became a family.
So it's sort of like saying the 95 movie made the community bigger. It made people like get together and stuff. And I posted that clip onto my Twitter so people can like watch that if you want to. And I feel like his passing, in a way, is also sort of like a bit of a similar story. It's like, I'm not to get into details, but I do feel like the Mortal Kombat community is very split. I feel like nobody can agree on anything, and everybody complains about different things, and we all hate each other. But I also feel like we have all gotten together to celebrate this man's career and to talk about him. And I feel like this is a thing that Cary would have wanted. Not to sound really sappy, but I think this is something that
Even the Christian church couldn't like bring the Catholics and Protestants back together. But Cary, he was like, "Hey everyone, it has begun." Everyone's like,
yes.
That man right there.
Everyone came back together, and that's the impact of Mr. Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa. Let me do it again. That is the power of Mr. Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa. May he rest in peace.
He has taken all of our souls.
It's true.
And there he goes.
Just fade him away, future Sonic.
Fade him away. Stop telling me to fade away. That edit is not that easy. That was our memorial section for Mr. Cary, and we thought we were thinking if we wanted to end the episode just here, but we thought we might as well just make a regular Combat Kings episode and continue talking about other things. But this is the Cary section. If anyone else is not interested in the later half stuff, then I just thought we'd let you guys know. In terms of what has happened recently, and originally it was like kind of a calm day. I was hoping we could talk about like, oh, you know what, nothing really happened. I remember Snake recently watched the new Predator movie. I kind of chat about it, but no, unfortunately, we have work to do, and we need to talk about current events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Damn it, I hate those.
Unfortunately, if you want to hear me talk about the new Predator movie, Predator Badlands, you're gonna have to wait for the next episode for the 3x3 that we're doing. I will say that's on there, but it represents the most recent 3 Predator movies all together.
Made by the director,
by the same
right?
creative mind. And so I'll be talking about that because there's some good shit in there. So,
Hell
but for
yeah.
now, we have to push that to the side, not talk about
Whoa.
Predator. We have to talk...
Your camera.
Sorry, keep going.
All I'll say about Predator this week is that Predator has now joined some legends like the TMNT and He-Man and Skeletor, Xena Warrior Princess, as a character in Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no!
Are you serious?
kidding.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Is it the new Predator?
It's like
It's Deck,
no,
right?
it's just a classic one.
Oh,
Okay, that makes more sense.
And also Xenomorph. If you sign in 7 days, you get the Xenomorph for free. But Predator costs like 25 quid, and I'm not paying 25 quid for one character.
Nobody knows what a quid
What
is,
the
Snake.
fuck?
We're all confused.
Wow,
Pounds,
well, dog, how
pounds
dare
sterling, dog. Get some fucking culture, you heathen.
Oh, I am pretty
called?
hedonistic.
Heathen, not heathen.
I was thinking like,
You
what else has
fool.
he been in? But he's in
Getting
Call of Duty.
roasted.
Like the new Deck is in Call of Duty. I do know that. That's the thing that I see him.
Dex
now
in Call
recently.
of Duty already?
Yep.
There were rumors that he was going to show up in Fortnite, but then that never happened, unfortunately.
I'm so pissed. Why is he not in Fortnite? It's like there is not a Predator skin that's sale in the shop. There's only the Predator skin that's in the Battle Pass. But you know what is in Fortnite? The Xenoblade. Xenoblade? No, fuck me. Xenomorph. Xenoblade.
Two different variants. There's two of them because there's the Alien Earth one and the classic one.
Because of the
But-
show. Yes.
Yeah, think about what they could do with the Predator for back bling. He has the synth on his back. How
Exactly.
cool would that be, dudes? And he got a
They
cool
could add that
laser sword.
cute little alien thing as a pet.
Yes,
They added the
yes,
pet
they've
thing
just
recently.
introduced
Bud.
pets as a
Fucking
new big
Bud.
thing. Like,
Yeah, Bud. Yeah.
come on,
Like,
come on.
I can't believe
this-
it! What the hell? It's just right there. Anyways, the big news, big deal we're going to talk about right now is the recent Warner Bros. Merger topic, because this has always been a thing that's been thrown around. It's like Warner Bros. Has been rumored that it's going to be merging with something, and then all of a sudden the announcement has been made that Netflix bought them. And so
Well,
that's
well,
been
no,
causing...
not quite. At least, unless they've been updated in the last like day or two. From what I understand, it's that they put in the highest bid, but it's not gone through. Especially, and Paramount is arguing that they had a better deal than Netflix did, and that Disney basically, not Disney, Warner Bros. I mean, there's not much difference between the two. They're both massive media corporations that are fucking tanking right now. But
True.
they argue that Warner Bros. Is basically was aiming to get bought by Netflix specifically, and so that their approach to the whole thing was unfair. So, and also, there's also the issue of this would be a monopoly. on
So
movies.
wait, before we continue, I want to emphasize something. This is a lot of speculations. We cannot confirm too many things, and I want to make sure that we're not professionals in this aspect of things.
My video today is explaining it in even more detail. If anyone watching wants like a real rundown of what the hell's going on, I had a pretty good summarization of it in today's video.
And you can watch that video by clicking right here.
Yeah, Sonic, put
No,
the
you-
link
you-
in.
you-
It's somewhere.
You made a video, but I don't necessarily know if it's like...
No, there's
you
one
need
coming
to
out
necessarily know
today
it.
that's not out yet. That's
Oh,
one
new
goes into
one.
more detail about, because I explained it roughly, but now I understand it way better. How basically Netflix is already bragging about having bought it. Like they even sent emails out to people. Like if you have Netflix,
made the
like I do,
announcement and stuff
they're
like that. That's why I
bragging
thought they
about
bought
it. And
it.
I'm like, I've
Yeah.
never seen a company brag to me via email. Like, by the way, we just bought Warner Brothers. And it's like they're really trying
Wait,
to
you
make
got
it
an
seem
email?
official.
Wait, you got it in your Gmail or something?
Yeah, I have an actual
That's-
email saying, "Hello, Netflix customer. Like, we have recently acquisitioned Warner Brothers. Like, they are now
That's
going ahead with
interesting.
it. Blah blah." And I think WB said yes too, but like Snake said, Paramount is arguing, no, this is not fair because they're supposed to do the interest of the shareholders, and our deal is better. So they're going against the shareholders if they accept Netflix. And they even went on like, it's like there's a whole quote of it where they said like, no, we're pretty sure that behind the scenes too, WB was coercing people into being more on board with Netflix for a while and to be like more against Paramount
Oh,
for a
interesting.
while. Which I'm guessing is because their politics are the opposite. People say that like Paramounts are owned by certain people, and WB does not like them. Yeah.
There
So
are two
Oh,
ways this could
interesting.
go. There are two ways this whole thing could go, and both are very funny. One is that the deal doesn't go through, and then Netflix has egg on their faces for bragging too soon, which reminds me of this really funny story about in the 90s when Marvel was really struggling. I think it was Mattel or Toy Biz who owned Mattel. They bought Marvel, and then like the head of the company walked into the boardroom and went like, "Congratulations, gentlemen, we just bought Superman." And someone was like, "No, we bought Spider-Man." And he went,
Oh.
fuck!"
Oh, oh dear.
So
Oh,
it was
wow.
funny to have a similar situation to that, especially because DC is the one that would have been almost
Superman.
purchased. It's like once again, someone's like, "We
Yes.
just bought Superman." No, you didn't. But the
No.
other way it could go is that it does go through, and then HBO Max gets merged into Netflix, and as a result, HBO Max, which has been out in America for 5 years, will have been 6 by the time this happens, and that and it's gone through 2 name changes from HBO Max to Max and then back
that's right.
because that was stupid. But
Yeah.
and by the time the UK launch of HBO Max would be going through as it was supposed to, which it hasn't yet. Like that'll be starting 2026. It could end up all on Netflix before that even happens. Think about that. That
Yeah.
would be fucking hilarious.
I have heard not everywhere has HBO Max. That's right. Oh,
And it's like, yeah,
oh my
so
gosh.
maybe that's why they want, like, oh, let's just get bought out by Netflix. Netflix can do it. But of course, there is also the downsides of the potential of this. Where what if Netflix, you know, I'm sure Doug can talk about the wokification that is almost
That was
gonna
his
happen.
first video about this scenario. I felt like 80%. That's his biggest issue about.
People
the
took that part
merger.
really seriously at the start when I was clearly joking and being hyperbolic. People thought I was actually serious about that. It's like, that's not going to happen. You're overreacting. I'm like, no shit. I don't think they're actually going to do that. That's the joke.
But that's 80% of your video, dog.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
That's
You're
all
always so
you cared about,
hyperbolic, Sonic.
really.
Oh, you got ratioed on Twitter. It's like one extra like to mine. Oh, you got
No,
destroyed.
What are you? I'm talking about what you saying. I'm not. But like, that's the video is about what's going on. Is Mortal Kombat gonna be woke? I think that's like the majority of your video.
That's not true. I want to make you rewatch it right now and see when the actual woke discussion happens at like the 7-minute mark of a 10-minute video.
You just talk about like what's going on, and then you talk about like, oh, is it gonna be woke now? Okay, bye.
Yeah, I think that's more accurate. It's at the very end that I joke about that. Like, could this happen?
And then what's the fucking
Yeah.
point of the video? Then you're just gonna be the point of the video.
point of the
is,
video
oh,
is about how
Mortal Kombat
Netflix is
gonna be
buying
more
Warner
woke. That's
Brothers.
it, right?
And how it could impact the games, how it could impact the shows, how it could mean more shows, more movies, and also I mentioned the Paramount stuff. Because I was actually one of the only people that when that whole thing was happening, actually mentioned the Paramount thing. Everyone else was just talking about Netflix like it was a done deal. I was one of the few people who was like, by the way, Paramount's fighting this like pretty hard. And they have a shitload of money. The problem is, here's the real question, right? Everyone talks about Netflix buying it being a monopoly, but you could make the case that if Paramount buys Warner Brothers, it's an even bigger monopoly. I think they own more stuff than Netflix.
Nobody wins in this like
True.
exchange.
Whoever
from
wins,
what
we're
I've-
fucked.
I looked at you know the Alien versus Predator poster, like
I love that.
whoever wins we lose basically. It's like you look into it, it's like neither side is really a win essentially.
Also, that
it's
tagline
like-
for that poster is a giant fucking lie. I always had an issue with that because the trailers and posters made it seem like it was going to be some global event. And then you learn it's this tiny pocket area of like Antarctica that it's happening in or something. And it's like, whoever wins, we are unaffected. That's like the actual...
That's not even the issue. The issue is the fact that even within the confines of the story itself, it's like whoever wins, we lose. Okay, so are you saying that the humans don't team up with the predators because the predators are also the good guys, and then at the end of the movie, all the predators and all the aliens are dead? So therefore, humans win because they're the last one standing. Did you lie to us? Tagline.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah. Huge
it's
lie
to get
in the
it's to
tagline.
get the
That never
people who
happens.
watch the movie.
Damn
you
it
know,
all.
they're, oh, hype and stuff.
But the sad part is, at least you can watch the humans not lose, unlike in the sequel where you literally can't. I know everyone makes the joke, but it's so dark.
Oh, yeah.
You literally can't even see what's going on. It's
I get
it's
it.
such a terribly
I get
filmed
it.
movie. Like,
It's
everyone says,
a Zack Snyder
because,
film.
yeah,
Gotcha.
it had more gore and more the children die in it, and there's some really fucked up stuff in it. But that's not what people mean when they say it's dark. You pretend it is, but they go, yeah, it's so dark. And I don't just mean because you can't see anything. Ha 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 ha. But it is a funny thing to say anyway, so you know. Just
I get it. Yeah, it is kind of funny.
It is dark. I thought you were going to bring up, Snake, how the movie itself is pointless because of the ending. Like, literally nothing in that movie
Well, yeah.
matters in the second film. It all gets undone by the
Yes.
ending.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
nuke.
one of the most. Yes, literally half the cast gets killed in a nuclear blast because the film didn't know. Introduced so many characters to have a high body count and didn't know what to do with them. So it's like, go to the center of town and get killed in a nuclear explosion. It's like, oh, thanks.
That's the funny part about the movie,
Very
too, is that it
interesting.
also, like, the Predators always get shit on by sequels. Like, the first movie makes the Predator, like, his own kind of cool, creepy thing. Every subsequent film just shits on the character more. That film continues to do that by implying the Predators, despite being so intelligent, they have light speed travel and all this crazy technology, were not smart enough to realize the humans would nuke the area. Like, of course they would. There was no reason to send the Predator down and clean the mess up. Of course they were going to nuke it. Like... Anyway.
I mean, assuming the predators know humans have access to nukes, I don't know how they would know for sure.
I just assumed that they knew everything because they're invisible and shit.
Well,
I assume they
especially-
walk around and get... Yeah.
Especially the ones in the AVP particular universe, which may or may not be canon to the rest of Alien or Predator, because in that, obviously people know about the aliens long before the Weyland-Yutani stuff happens, but also the movies are trash. No one really wants to acknowledge them, and a lot of the backstory got retconned by Prometheus, but then Prometheus and Alien Covenant probably aren't even canon either. So it's really hard to say what is canon anymore because this is a Fox franchise.
By the way,
Predators do
everyone,
really
I'm
well.
sorry for
Aliens
dragging us
do
into
really
this.
poorly.
No, I think it's fine. By the way, dog, I just want to emphasize I'm not
Oh, yeah,
trying
sure.
to make fun of your video. I'm just
No, it's
talking
too
about
late.
what
I already hate
watched.
you. This is the last Combat
Aw.
Kings episode. It's too late. You pissed me off.
man.
See these hands?
No,
See these hands? They're already in motion. All right? They're
No,
already.
don't put it out of motion.
Nope. It's too late. You pissed me off. That's a cute little
But I
toy.
do kind of want to bring up one more funny thing you said in that video. I'm gonna piss you off more by saying this, because
Okay.
you were talking about the hypothetical like worst situation. Oh man, what if the Netflix writers like infiltrate Mortal Kombat and make it even more woke? Like, what if they're gonna make like Sonya's gonna be the main character, and then Johnny's gonna constantly compliment her, and the villains are gonna be lame? And I'm just sitting there thinking, isn't that just current Mortal Kombat? Like, what? It's like what you're describing is just like what we have right now. It's like,
Well, you say that, but current MK at least knows who its main character is.
sure,
Except
but they
for
have
the
Kitana
movies.
kill like
The
blind
new movies
Shao Kahn.
definitely do not. But aside from that, yes.
What I mean is they do the plays, they do the things that's like in your hypothetical worst scenario. It's like I feel like a lot of that has already been done in current Mortal Kombat. It is like you said, it feels like
yes,
a
but-
superhero Marvel-ish movie
But
and
Sonic,
whatnot.
that's why he's saying it's so scary a prospect, because it's going to get worse.
I mean, like
It's gonna-
how
it's
worse?
gonna
You
get
know
worse.
what I mean?
Fair, though. I did
His
say-
example of worse felt like about like Mortal Kombat 11 story mode already.
I mean worse, like. Well,
Oh!
just talk about this stuff specifically. Like, what if they're like, oh no, Devori, she's so misunderstood. She should be forgiven. Whereas like Shao Kahn, the brute man, now he has to die. He can't be allowed to live.
True, this is
woman, though,
Netflix.
this
They could
woman,
do that.
Also,
I wanna-
the bit that's a bit less hypothetical is Netflix are known to tell people writing their movies and shows to have characters verbally explain what they're doing for the sake of people who are watching it casually in the background.
They have
This
said
has
that
been- this has been
recently.
said.
Yes.
And so it's like, imagine, it's like, instead of it being like Shang Tsung going, finish him, it's a character going, I'm going to finish you now. As they walk to kill the opponent. And the other character goes, haha, not today. I have escaped your dastardly plot. And then just characters narrating, like the fucking Stan Lee comic from the 1960s. Like, I mean, that could be a fun one-off movie to make for a Marvel thing, but you don't want characters to be doing that. Like, this... Beyond whatever the political stuff and whatnot, this is like an objective downgrading quality
Oh, of
for
course.
storytelling.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's no like MK again. Not the most subtle series in the world. It's going to get worse if Netflix is in charge, unless of course Netflix is like, well, we have a separate division for the game stuff, and then we'll put this person in charge of the game stuff, and that person's going to go, that's fucking stupid. We're not going to do that.
Here's the thing, by the way, because that's the game division. I really don't think is going to be, or at least story-wise, I don't think it's going to be affected too much. But like, can we get new shows from this? I feel like that's a big possibility.
Oh, yeah.
Now, whether or not the shows are good, I think it's going to be a toss-up because
Yes.
I feel like there's a lot of like different companies working in Netflix in the animation industry and stuff like that. So like, maybe we could get like the people who made Blue Eye Samurai to make a Mortal Kombat show. That would be awesome. Or maybe we can get Adi Shankar to make a Mortal Kombat show.
Is that the
Yeah,
Devil May
like
Cry
someone
guy?
did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn it.
someone did make that.
I mean, I did like
observation,
Castlevania, to be fair, but
Adi Shankar on his way to like find another franchise to ruin. It's like,
and they make it all about
it's not even
himself. That's the annoying part.
That's
Not
the
just
thing.
him ruining it, but making it all about himself. Like he's the one we're there to
Shang
to
Tsung
see
is
it. Like,
me,
bro, no one gives
guys.
a shit about
This
you.
is
We
the
want
thing.
the show.
Shang Tsung is me.
if Netflix gets Warner Bros, it's not just games. You know, for one, it's this thing where they won't need to license stuff like Castlevania and Devil May Cry because they just own the properties, all the Warner Bros stuff. So all the Warner Bros properties, including DC. So they could just make a terrible Batman show or something, or ruin everything. And they could just do that because they own these properties. So, in theory, Adi Shankar doesn't need to go around going, "Oh, hey, game company, I want to make a show like I did with Castlevania." He could just go, "Hey, Netflix, give me Batman," and then he makes a dog shit Batman thing where Batman is basically the all-star Batman and Robin version, where he comes in, "What are you, dense? Are you R-slurred or something? Who the hell do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman." Like, it could be the worst, terrible thing to ever exist. Ever.
Here's the thing, by the way, Snake. I need you all to understand why people do not like Adi Shankar. It's that he takes a property that's very beloved, makes it his whole own thing. The fans fucking hate it, and the worst thing, general audience like it. that's the thing that people will fear the most. It's like they're gonna take your fucking franchise, shit all over it, and people who watch on Netflix are like, that was pretty good. I kind of liked it actually. That's literally what happened in the Devil May Devil May Cry anime.
It's not just that. The real fear is that, like with Marvel and DC and MK, that these adaptations will influence the source material. The fear is that the next Devil May Cry game might take influence from this dog shit show.
Yeah. So here's the interesting part. The picture that you sent, Sonic, it says Warner's Media, and that includes Warner Bros. But to my knowledge, they only bought Warner Bros., not Warner's Media.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
sure if there's a distinction.
You
But
don't
I
the
think
whole
they
picture's
only
in
brought
this?
Warner Bros. Because that's what the email says, but I could be wrong.
Hard to say. I feel like
Oh, it says Netflix
like
will acquire. It doesn't even say in this email that they have them yet. It says will.
Gotcha, yeah. So it is quite the bidding war. It's quite funny because I feel like right now, Paramount and Netflix, I feel like I've seen some tweets. It almost feels like a presidential election. It's like Netflix, you've seen the news how the president says, actually, streaming is the future, like theaters are dying. And then Paramount's like, if we acquire Warner Bros., we're going to release 30 movies next year in theaters.
Yeah.
It's like literally campaigning. It's like a vote. It's like, what are we going to do? This is literally like, you guys are the ones fighting. What can we do? And we're just here like watching.
The main argument I've seen for both sides that kind of makes sense. There's more, I'm sure, but someone brought up, hey guys, don't forget that Netflix wants to kill movie theaters. Like they've said multiple times, they want to
because they like streaming
eliminate them pretty much. So that's one reason maybe you don't want Netflix. But here's the funny part. I made a joke in my video because apparently Netflix went on the record and they said, oh, if we do a movie that we fully fund, it will be in theaters for 2 weeks and then it'll be on streaming services. And I'm like, bro, by the time Mortal Kombat 2 is supposed to release, they'll already have those rights. Can you imagine that it does that? It's just in the theaters for 2 weeks and then goes to streaming. I would be so vindicated because I said it would sell less tickets if they move it. And I'll be right in the most indirect way possible because you're definitely going to sell less tickets when it's on
True,
streaming.
because it's only been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think 2021 only released released really fast on streaming because of I think COVID and stuff like that.
It's true.
This image bothers me because it's clearly just like padding the thing out. Like here's Warner Bros. And the WB. That's fundamentally like
Same
all
thing.
under the same umbrella. And then you have Orion Pictures and Orion Classics, BBC, BBC One, and BBC Two. Why the fuck is there a distinction there? It's literally just BBC and the first two channels it had.
Yep.
Like,
And
Wait,
don't
I
forget
thought Midway
Archie
went
Comics,
under.
as if anyone gives a shit.
I mean, I'm sure this picture is just putting like what it can own essentially in there and stuff.
No, it's Nick's right. This is definitely like it's got some bias behind it. This picture because it's trying to inflate like what all's being bought. But yeah,
Perhaps, yeah. What's it
Namco.
called?
Oh shit, we getting more Netflix Tekken.
no, it's
Oh, Tekken Blood.
what is the connection between Namco and Warner? What are they talk? I mean, unless Warner has like some stake in Namco.
Namco. Let's see. This is what I mean by we're not too sure about everything.
Yeah, it just says here
Surely-
that Warner does not
no,
own Namco.
no,
I just googled it real quick.
If
On
Warner Bros.
AI,
had
you
some
have two
stake,
separate
if Warner
entertainment
had some
giants.
stake in Namco, surely an MK and Tekken crossover would have been at least on the table at some point. Surely,
True.
Yeah.
What
or at
is
least
this
like a
random-
character from one showing up in the other, like as a guest.
Oh, Warner Bros has a stake in Atari Games.
Interesting.
But that's it. So this picture is pure propaganda. Sorry, Sonic. This is just misinformation central.
It's probably just. So I guess what you're saying is Warner Bros. Isn't that impressive, essentially.
No, they are. I'm just wondering if
No,
like
it is.
I don't even think they bought Warner's Media. I think they just bought Warner Bros. I don't think they bought MGM and stuff. For example, I don't think they got them. I could be
Yeah.
wrong, but I think they just bought
Yeah,
Warner
so-
Bros. Discovery. That's what the email says. But I could be getting lost in the semantics.
This is
as
one of
they
those
say.
things that we have to see in the future. It's like if all of a sudden like Lego gets influenced, and it's like okay, maybe like that's part of the brand and
Not my
whatnot. Like
Legos.
this is
Not my
Not
Ninjago.
my Legos. No. What were you gonna say,
Thing is,
Snake?
Given all the stuff that Warner Bros. Owns or has like a stake in, all that stuff, it's a lot, and a lot. There's a lot of the most like popular brands on the planet, like DC and whatnot. There's a lot of stuff that they own or co-own.
Yeah.
So that's obviously going to go for a lot of money. Like what was it, like 11 billion? I think was one of the things that was proposed as the amount they might be going for with Netflix. It's a lot. So obviously that's going to cost a lot. It's going to take a big corporation to buy that, given how much of the stuff there is. And so no matter what company acquires Warner Bros., it's a monopoly. There's so much stuff under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So like the people didn't really care so much when it came to Fox getting bought by Disney, because people were like, yeah, but I want the X-Men and Fantastic Four. I want them in the MCU. And so people were like giving them a pass, but it is a monopoly. They own too much stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge monopoly. Disney is the craziest example. That's why I find it funny that now that it's suddenly a company they don't want to buy something, they're finally bringing up the monopoly thing. I'm like, where were you guys when Disney was buying everything? Like, they were buying so many companies in rapid fashion that it was a meme. They had Mickey with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he was like adding Fox to it.
Collecting.
But his entire gauntlet was like big companies that he bought recently. And it's like, dude, the mouse. If anything,
like the big
what they should do, the government needs to be like needs to be the elder gods and separate Disney like the one being, split them apart, and let these entities go back to being separate. Yeah.
But unfortunately, the government wants money. So
they definitely license this stuff to go through, or they it.
That's one of the things.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the government. Who's the guy at the top?
President.
A big corporate CEO in whose best interest it is to not argue against monopolies, to instead say, no, it's fine, so that when he leaves the White House, he can go back to going, I'm just going to keep building up my empire. So it's in his best interest to not do this, unfortunately.
Yeah, so when you talk about things about how the bidding is like corrupt and all that kind of stuff, it's like the people know. It's just like the higher ups are all like, Yeah. Anyways, let's keep going.
Not only is it corrupt, here's a really funny thing, right? Here's a wild one that I didn't realize until someone made a video about it. So apparently Paramount is in like so much debt themselves. Like Paramount's in a ridiculous amount of debt. And I think Netflix might be too. And they're still able to spend billions buying another thing. And it's like, wait a minute, you're telling me this person who's like a little bit in debt can't get a loan for a house. But these major companies that are hopelessly in debt, like they're never going to recover, are still allowed to keep going and make business deals and stuff, or buy other companies with billions of dollars they already owe. It's like, what? Why are they allowed to do it? I know that the obvious answer is more money, more power, but to the viewer at home, think about how stupid that is, that they're allowed to be 20,000 times more in debt than any regular person, but have the option to buy 10,000 more things, like make bigger purchases than you can, despite being in more debt. If anything, they should be more penalized because they're in way more debt. Now, of course, you could go, well, the U.S. government's in crazy debt. That is true, and it's stupid.
Now we're getting into different topics. I know what you mean. I know. Now we're getting into different topics here. But it does get there.
So just for fun. Have y'all ever Googled the U.S. debt clock?
No.
This is just for fun. Look this up. This is wondrous. You just click this link, and it shows you in real time all the things we're purchasing right now, and you get to just watch it go up.
That's impressive.
We're currently 38 trillion. It's wondrous, right? You get lost in it, like staring at it. It's so much to look at. You're like, oh, sorry.
I'm impressed that there's like all these someone
Best
just keeps track of them all.
Is that there will be some entity that will step in and go, no, you can't buy the whole thing. It has to be split up into chunks and then sold off piecemeal to different companies, which will spread it out across the entertainment industry. Which does mean Disney will get some of them. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney saw that and were like, okay, laser focused DC Comics. would not be surprised if they went for that.
The issue with that, Snake, as much as you want it to happen, the only people who can influence is someone higher up there. Like someone who's also one of the top 5 richest person in the world. Do you think they're gonna want to do anything about this?
Yeah. So it's a pipe dream. It's like, I think that the most likely scenario is one of these two companies buys Warner Bros. And then just Paramount. Yeah, Paramount has Paramount Plus. So they'll dump all of Warner Bros. Assets onto their streaming service. Half of that will be gone within a year because streaming services love taking stuff off, and then the company will be so in debt that they'll have to be sold off, maybe to the company that lost, and then they'll end up in even further debt in like within 5 years, and it's just going to be an absolute fucking nightmare.
So the biggest, because there's a lot of angles you could take this, I think the biggest issue with this essentially is like the monopoly or like the competition of whoever buys this just means that the competition is going to be smaller now. So it's like, Warner Brothers, like, there's a lot of copyrighted stuff in there. That's like Harry Potter, DC, Game of Thrones. You talk about Mortal Kombat, and literally a lot of things. So it's like, if say Netflix owns it, eventually the competition gets less and less. That means it's like they get to make their the standard instead. So it's like Netflix can raise the prices. Netflix can set a standard like even higher, and you can, if you can complain about, okay, sure, where do you want to go then? It's getting less and less now. It's like you got Disney and Netflix. That's pretty much the biggest things like right now. If Warner Brothers is bought by Netflix and stuff like that, and it's like that is the one of the biggest concerns for the consumers. I mean, one bright side, but not really, is like, oh well, if Netflix owns Warner Bros., then I don't need to own any of the other streaming services. I can just own Netflix. Then I can watch everything from there. It doesn't need to be that annoying anymore. Which, that's like the one bright side that I can think of.
It's not going to happen that way, though. That's a childish way of thinking. They will raise that price.
Yeah.
They will not lose money. Also, they're not going to merge it. They're not going to do that because they know that if they merge it, some customers will be lost. So they're not going to do that. They're not going to merge any of the streaming services. So, for example, for anyone watching, they're going to get HBO Max because they're going to get Warner Bros. So they're going to get, which was called Max for a bit.
And they're going to keep that there, basically.
They're going to keep it separate. Yeah, because they know that there's people who have Max that don't have Netflix. So if they try to like merge them, some people will be disinterested because they won't sign up for Netflix. They'll just never renew their HBO because it's canceled. Yeah.
Well, if they're smart, what they would do is make like an account merger or an account like carryover, just an automatic thing, and then and just basically have like a standardized price. And it's like, okay, here's a normal price.
I don't know if that technology exists to merge two different streaming platforms and keep the accounts all there. I'm not sure if that exists.
I can't imagine why it wouldn't exist.
Because, I mean, it might, but I never heard of that. That would be cool, but I'm just thinking, like, does that even exist? I don't know. And also, there's the issue that, this is very minor, obviously, but there's some people who don't like Netflix, and they're like, no, I don't want to support Netflix. So if you merged them, they would just go, and they don't know they're the same thing. They'd just be like, oh, I don't want Netflix, and they would just leave. So
yeah,
it's in their
that's
best interest to keep them both separate.
They're
They're never going to merge them, and if they did, they'd raise the cost.
I can see that being a potential thing because, like, you know, relying on the ignorance of the average consumer, I can see them approaching it that way. I feel like what they'll probably do is like find some way to split the content between the two, like into like different branches, kind of like the way Disney will use certain subsidiaries. I forget which one it was. Was it Miramax, where Disney owned it, and they used that for more mature stuff that wouldn't fit the Disney brand. And so like, companies do that sometimes. Like it's not quite the same, but like Marvel and DC have had their different labels, like DC Black and Marvel Max, where this is for the more mature stuff to keep it like segmented from everything else. But here it's like a bit more predatory, I guess, where it's like we can separate them so for different kinds of audiences. So like maybe HBO will be for the more right-wing audience, and then the wokeoids will go over to the Netflix and they're like, haha, we fooled you, we got you all, and they'll like an image of like the Netflix guy like in Galactus in MVC3 holding both Earths, like, yes, I own both, and he's like
that'd be so funny. He just Thanos snaps him. Yeah.
Not to sound dystopian, but like some of the higher ups, like the CEOs up there that I kind of read some of these sort of things. It's like
need to go to prison.
Yes, but at the same time, they plan to like their goal is to buy everything, like try to own everything and stuff like that. So even what you just said there as an example, Snake, is not really far off. I feel like we don't really win either one getting bought. It's like if Netflix gets bought, then it's like, oh, maybe streaming will get worse. Maybe movies, like in theaters, watching experience will get worse in that aspect because they prioritize in streaming and stuff like that. If it's bought by Paramount, well, this gets a little bit more political and stuff like that. But the people who own Paramount also own your healthcare, your TikTok, and all that kind of stuff. They are also somehow influencing politicians and stuff like that. So it's just like, it's like, how good can they handle like another big copyrightable thing like Warner Brothers in their like sphere of things and stuff like that? It's just like we're not really winning with either one of these, honestly.
It's one of those things where you wish people would protest over this. You wish that this would be what causes people like to riot. You know, like no, this is crazy. But the reality is people are just too busy with their days. They're too bothered. They're gonna be upset about it. They'll voice their concerns, but they're not gonna like be in the streets over this going, hey, government, you are literally part of your job is to protect us from threats, foreign and domestic. This is like a domestic threat. Our wallets, our economy could be fucked from this. Like, come on. But, oh well.
Yeah, I guess this is also one of those cases kind of hard to riot towards who? What, are we going to riot towards the government? Okay, I guess
Yeah, you get your
that's one
pitchforks,
angle
you get your torches, and you go to the government and you go, hey, stop that. It's your job to stop this stuff. You got to do your job. To which they just assemble a tiny militia outside the White House, and it's like, oh, never mind. You do what you want. Bye. They've done that before. That's the funny part. People forget our government's done that. When they were actually scared of something happening, they just assembled the troops outside, and you're like, oh, shit. Yep, there they are.
Either way, this is three of us coming up with our speculations. You know,
I'm
you can take
right,
it with a grain
though.
of salt. We're just talking about speculations. We could all just be three idiots being completely wrong about
No,
these things
I'm
too.
right.
But
I'm 100%
Speak for
right
yourself,
about
Simon.
this. Just kidding.
yeah, now when it ages badly, whatever we say here, I get to say because I didn't 100% trust what I said.
Playing both sides, I see.
Yes, just like your analogy. You see, I'm learning. Yay.
Yes, you see, the best way to win is to never actually play.
Damn. Harada, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the next talking point. And probably
Yes.
Ed Boon. Let's be real. Probably Ed Boon. Like,
But let's start with the first part. Let's start
Yeah.
with the first part. So, Tekken's CEO, like the man behind Tekken, has recently announced that he is stepping down from Tekken. Harada himself made a long tweet about the whole scenario, and we're gonna talk about it. So, how do we feel?
well, it's worth mentioning. I don't think he made Tekken, but he did take over it, and he's had it for a while.
Oh, okay, my bad.
He was involved from 3 on. Well, I think either he first got involved with 3 or he took over with 3. So like, basically everything from like Jin's introduction onwards,
Yeah.
he's been the guy.
Which, to be fair, that is when people started caring. So if it is actually 3 and not after 3, then...
Damn.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when you think about Tekken, everyone's first game is usually Tekken 3. Very few people talk about their fond memories of Tekken 1 or Tekken 2. So, yeah. No, it's a big deal, him stepping down. People are theorizing why he may have done so. Everyone... We can all share our theories, I'm sure, too. It's... I don't think it's... The one theory I don't think it is the Tekken 8 drama. I don't think that's why he's leaving at all. I think he's used to
no.
that, the crazy drama. I think he's used to it.
Yeah.
I will say that... I guess I'm jumping ahead, so I'll let you guys go first. All my things I want to say are too far ahead. You guys go.
Okay, I don't have much to like.
I was going to say, he did work on 1 and 2, but he started directing with 3.
Okay, gotcha.
Apparently in Tekken 1 and 2, he was the voice of Martial Law and Yoshimitsu.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Interesting.
And also, that extends to Kunimitsu in the first game, because Kunimitsu was a man in the first game.
She is.
Interesting.
Yes, because it's literally just like an alternate version of Yoshimitsu. So
Oh, I didn't know
a
that.
lot of the voices were shared. Like I think Heihachi and Jack had the same voice in the first 2 games.
Yeah, this is kind of reminding me of like what's the creator of Bayonetta, like Kamiya or something? Is that?
Yeah, Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah, like didn't he retire from Platinum Games and then instantly was it like the last Game Awards announced that he's making a new Okami game and stuff like that?
Yeah, gone back to Capcom.
Do you think? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, do you think Harada is also going through like something similar? It's like I'm leaving Tekken and then like out of nowhere, Soul Calibur 7, baby, I'm here to help or something like that. Or I just don't think he's like retired yet. I think he's gonna work on something else.
Did he say
personally.
he's leaving Namco as well, or just stepping down from Tekken?
Well, I guess we could read the tweet. Let me look it up here.
I'll be honest, my first guess, I could be completely wrong. I think he's done. I think he's retiring. I think he is nervous.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think he is scared about things that have happened recently to people around him, and he's like, I want to get
Leaving
out and enjoy
Bandai
my
Namco.
retirement. Yeah. That's my theory.
Well, he's 55.
That's why I feel like-
he could be thinking about that.
That is pretty young to
Yeah, that's what I-
retire. Yeah.
That's what I think too. Yeah, I feel like he might have one more in him or something like that, as they say. Yeah, and like 30th anniversary just happened, so he left right as the 30th anniversary too.
I wonder if that was Ed Boon's plan too, but then like, never mind, I'm getting ahead. I keep having thoughts that pop into my head that I want to share. I'm like, no, wait your turn, damn it.
Yeah, I mean, he has been like the leading guy since Tekken 3, and obviously he's brought a lot to the franchise, and so the best entries have been under his watch, but then so have some of the worst ones. So it's one of those cases where, like with MK, I do think that a shake up behind the scenes to kind of get some young blood in there. Not necessarily literally young, but like some fresh perspectives, some new ideas, as opposed to just the same guys doing the same thing over and over again. Especially when these entries take so long to come out. Like, in the last decade, we've had 2 Tekken games. Whereas in the early days, it was like 1 or 2 years apart, where now it takes so long to make them. It's good to get some new people. I mean, that happened with Street Fighter. Like, Street Fighter 5 was under the same guy who did 4, and it was like, oh no, this is going poorly. And then when he left, new people came in and said, okay, we're going to put in this Final Fight character, this Rival Schools character, we're going to do this, this, and this. And then, like, the final season of Street Fighter 5 was not involving Ono at all. And
that
it's
was weird.
New guys, and they said, here's some new ideas. We're doing Street Fighter 6. And then people have really liked, I mean, there have been issues, sure, but people have generally liked this fresh direction, this new stuff that's been going on with these new people. And Harada and Ed Boon have been around so much longer.
Yeah.
I don't want Ed Boon to be completely gone from MK. I just think having someone else be like in charge, having be a producer or something, would probably be a good shot in the arm. As some franchises have seen, like I'm going to talk about this more next time, but Predator was a franchise that was kind of stagnant, and then they got this really good creative shot in the arm from this new guy who had a really good vision for what this franchise could be. And I think other franchises would really benefit from that, and I think Tekken's one of them. Because, I've criticised this so many times where, from the narrative perspective, it's like, we just killed off Heihachi and now we're bringing him back immediately. So the next game is like the same again. So, I mean, I would be happy if some new people took over and said, okay, that's not canon. Heihachi is not back. Fuck that. Liddy's going to make her canon debut in Tekken 9, and we're going to just actually have the story progress and do new things rather than the same shit that Harada has been doing for like 20 years.
Yeah, there's a bit of an issue with that. People love the story mode of Tekken 8. Oh, but that's not
They are
Heihachi.
dumb.
That's fair.
They are
That's
wrong,
fair.
and they should not be listened to.
To be fair, DLC wise though, I felt the scoring a lot more. I felt people being like, that was, oh, okay, Heihachi's back, okay. But Tekken 8's base story mode, people did love that one. So I feel like that's the angle that they were still probably, well,
Yeah.
what
But,
else nice t-shirt,
again,
dog.
like the DLC so far for 8 has been basically just just recycling ones from 7, and they're not doing that so they can go, okay, well, we can put a new character like every month. We can just go, well, here's a character from 7, put them in almost directly, new character. It's like, it's just slightly quicker a release schedule than fucking Street Fighter 6, which is not difficult to do, but Street Fighter 6 is at least putting out like new movesets, characters who've not been around for a while, or
New
characters
designs and whatnot.
yeah, all this new stuff. Whereas Tekken, it's like same again.
Well, I mean, this I have to ask Dog.
Anna has a new cinematic move. Ooh, wow, oh. But it's
Well, this
all
I
just the
gotta
same
ask-
crap.
I gotta ask Dog, do you think the playstyles of the characters in the DLC are different from Tekken 7 at least?
Do you mean that, like the?
But do you think they're different
It
characters?
depends.
I
It
mean-
depends. Fakumram, I think, is pretty similar, but they added new stuff to him. Anna is completely different, almost. Like, she was so different that I was mad when I first started playing her. I was like, I don't know this character. Like, they changed her so much that I was confused. And I haven't gotten to play the new Mary Zoe, but even if they're different, it's still. Even if they're different, it's still a dumb practice to use that many repeat characters for DLC, because the entire point of DLC is supposed to be either bringing back long since missing characters or new characters. It's not supposed to be like, oh, by the way, the previous game, here they are. I've always hated it. King of Fighters, I think 15 was the first to do it, where they really pissed me off. And I was like, you're just bringing back like 2 characters there from the previous game. Dude.
Yeah, I see. But yeah, I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just asking,
Armor
like,
King is...
'cause-
I haven't gotten to play Armor King, but from what I've heard, Armor King plays mostly the same, but they gave him new stuff that's really strong. Like some gimmicky shit that's really powerful. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's not literally copy-pasting from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8, but you can definitely feel like... kind of wish it wasn't like just Tekken 7 characters back again and stuff. That at least that's what I...
Even at the bare minimum, you could still complain that it's way easier and lazier than actually making a new character or bringing back like a long missing character. It's way too easy, and it's clear their interest was money. I feel like to bring back a lot of these 7 characters. You know?
Yeah, you'd hope to be like an attempt at variety. Like, okay, we've got 4 characters in a season. Let's bring back one character who was in 7. Let's have one character who's not been around since 6 or earlier, and then the other slot can be for a new character, and then that 4th one is whatever. We can add another 7 character or
Another guest character,
one
who
forgotten
knows?
character or a guest. You know, like
Yeah,
you'd
they
hope
love
to do
doing that.
variety. I mean, as I say, one of the best seasons of DLC was MK9. Because I love the way they approached that, where it's like, well, here's an arcade era character back, Rain, a 3D era character, Kenshi, a brand new character, Scarlet, and a guest, Freddy Krueger. Like there was some cool
That is
variety
cool.
there. It was really good, and I wish more fighting games would approach it that way instead of just being like, yeah, we're just gonna reuse a bunch of assets from the last game. I mean, aren't like most of the DLC paid DLC costumes literally the same models as 7?
Yeah.
That's what I've heard, right? Yeah.
Even the one for
I got a
Yoshimitsu
question.
in Tekken Tag 2, I think, was a clearly polished up like model, but I could be wrong. That was the only cool one when I was like, oh look, they brought back a Tekken Tag 2 Yoshi.
I got a question because this is gonna probably make Snake really sad once I know the answer. So, from the characters in Tekken 8 and from the DLCs, has there been a character that has returned that's not in 7 other than Jin's mom?
In 8 overall?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, has there been like other than Jun Kazama, who was from Tekken 2, like
2.
was there any other character that's been brought back? You know what I mean? Like, is there any Tekken like 6 characters that's that's the question, because Snake is saying it's like a Tekken 7 character, then a Tekken character who's before 7. I'm like, other than June, I can't think of anyone else.
Oh yeah,
right?
no, Tekken 8 is hilariously Tekken 7's roster, but less because Tekken 7 had so many characters by the end. It was like the Smash Bros of Tekken. They put so many in. And yeah,
There is one, and it doesn't count because it's Raven.
true.
Oh,
because-
but he was in
because,
Tekken
like,
7. That's what I mean. Wait, was he in Tekken 7?
Master Raven.
Master Raven was.
Okay, then
Played the
there's
exact
one.
same.
There's another one.
there was no
Okay, but
difference.
there's-
Yeah, so like technically, yeah, I mean,
There was
it's
one.
like saying
Another one,
oh
I mean.
yeah, look at this character who wasn't in the last Mortal Kombat, but Kuai Liang, yeah, but Bi-Han was in the last one. Sub-Zero was still in the game. Functionally, it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is like, because like I don't think, unfortunately, Bandai, or I don't think they have any interest in characters who are not before 7 now. I think they're getting into that NRS MK9 phase where it's just like, we know what the people like. We're just gonna give what the people like, and that's why like Mortal Kombat 1 was the more interesting.
I think they do because they brought back Fakum Ram. Literally, one person on the planet likes that character.
Nobody
one
asked.
guy.
Yeah, nobody wanted.
Fakumram's an interesting
nobody wants
case. Because I thought that too.
The only reason to bring back Fakum Ram is if they do make Tekken Cross Street Fighter and they want to match him with Sagat. That could be pretty neat. Otherwise, why the fuck is he here?
He's got a unique design. I guess that's one other thing.
No, he's
too.
not. He's basically Sagat if he was racist.
In Tekken, I mean, he's got a
if
unique
Sagat was in-
design. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because he doesn't fit Tekken, that's why. The fucking boxing Velociraptor fits Tekken more than this giant Street Fighter man with tattoos that make him look like he's some kind of neo-Nazi.
True. It's funny too because I had someone in the comments vehemently arguing with me that he's not like Sagat. And I'm like, bro, you're just being intentionally. I thought he was trolling. I wasn't sure, so I gave up. Because I'm like, there's no way this guy actually thinks that. It's so clear they had a design ready to go for like Tekken Cross Street Fighter or something, and then we're like, we'll just make him a new character. I mean, for Pete's sake, even the giant scar across his body, it's like it's so shamelessly stolen. But yeah. Anywho's
Which is funny, because that's not even the first time Tekken has ripped that off from Sagat, because Kazuya has it too.
Oh,
Uh,
I wonder if that was meant to be that. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I never thought about that. That's 100% true. Yeah.
I'll say one thing about Tekken 8, and that's Season 2 does not have any guests. They took the guest slot and used it to create a brand new character. I mean, it still has ties to the past, and it's like not exactly an original concept. I mean, I made that pretty popular tweet about how she's basically just Honoka from Dead or Alive 6,
Yeah.
but they at least did something new. And also, it's
Yeah.
cool that as far as I know, like Madagascar has never had a fighting game rep before. It's cool that they finally got one.
Oh yeah, that's something that even the people in Madagascar are celebrating a lot. Like, oh wow, our culture is like I talked about and stuff like that. So they're very happy about that, and it was on newspapers and stuff. So there's some nice cultural like influences there that I thought it's pretty wholesome to see.
Madagascar was later than Canada. Think about that. Canada got their fighting game character before Madagascar.
Oh, is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm just joking though, because it is true. But of course, I mean that makes sense. It's attached to like, although it's a Street Fighter character, so it is kind of funny that Canada got representation. Yeah, they don't like it because it's Abigail from Street Fighter, but but that's the Canadian character. Yeah.
Well, I do find it very. This is kind of off topic, but I do find it very funny that her story is like, they found a very impressive fighting girl in Madagascar. She's really strong at Technico. The moment she turned 18, like dozens of fighters all went and flew over to challenge her. It's like the screen. It's like, she's 18 now. Get her. It's like, what? It just made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, I don't know where y'all went when I was in the bathroom, by the way. I don't know how y'all transitioned to this, but yeah.
We were just complaining about Tekken lore. But yeah, I'm just saying that's like, even though we have some complaints about this, I still will miss Harada. I think like if he was still around for this company, I think he's still a very entertaining person to like see his tweets, see his like interactions, like fight people on Twitter and stuff. It is very fun.
He feels like a case of like he has no rivals anymore, because he had that friendly rivalry going on that was played up like a wrestling angle with Itagaki, but Itagaki passed away this year as well, which I don't think we talked about in the podcast.
We did not talk about it, and some people wanted us mention that in the comment section. But yeah, we did hear about that when we're sad about that information. We're sad about that news too.
Yeah, I can say some stuff about that in a second. But like, so there was that, and then Ono of course left working on Street Fighter like 6 years ago, something like that. Like it was a while ago by this point. So like, who's left? Like, do we know who's in charge of KOF? Soul Calibur and Dead or Alive are both dead. Like, what is there left? Is Ed Boon, and like, I think he and Harada are like light friends, but they don't really have like a rivalry because I think Ed Boon likes Tekken too much to say anything like harsh to him.
Yes.
I mean, remember Harada and Ono like came up like I think dressed up both as like Street Fighter characters. Harada was Heihachi, and Ono I think he may have been dressed as a Street Fighter character, and like there's some fun there, but like fighting games now, like who's left? The old guard are gone. Like all this like Virtua Fighter, who's in charge of that? Maybe that guy can come in and go, hey Harada, you Tekken ripped off Virtua Fighter. Let's do something with that, Oh. But alas, the last great fighting game dev was Tomonobu Itagaki, who left Tecmo for various reasons after Dead or Alive 4, and I have issues with some of his games, like DOA 4. There's a lot wrong with that game. They made it stupidly difficult. The final boss is a piece of shit, and I hate it to this day. But he's one of those guys who. It's weird because like even though Dead or Alive obviously had a lot of focus on Japanese characters, it was still felt like Americanized because that was just the stuff he was into. He got fucking Aerosmith songs in DOA, and this was like before video games could just kind of do that casually. This was like the first one was in DOA 3 in 2001. DOA was not that big back then, but somehow he managed to get that happening. And, he had a lot of inflammatory things to say about other games. I almost like your 5 least favorite fighting games, like Tekken 1, Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken 5. And it's like, yeah, you have to love it. And it's just unfortunate that he never found any kind of success after leaving Tecmo, because I think all he did was Devil's Third. And that was a massive, massive failure. But yeah, then he passed away, and similar to Cary-Hiroyuki Tagawa, it's kind of like somewhat unified the DOA fandom, where they've all come back to kind of express their love for the franchise when the franchise was basically dead. Like the only thing that keeping it alive was collaborations, and Ayane showed up in Ninja Gaiden 4. Woo! Like it's not much, but it was nice as the DOA fan to see the DOA fandom coming together and celebrating what Itagaki had created during his time. And of course, he also revived Ninja Gaiden, directed Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. This year we got the remaster of Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. That is I know it's based on the Sigma version, which he wasn't involved with, but it's still a fair amount of that is still his work. So it's good to see some of that coming over, and hopefully we can get some kind of DOA collection, like preserving the games as they were, and just put them back out there and go, hey, look, here's what DOA was, what it can be. Let's make DOA great again. Let's make it something really cool with DOA 7, because there are rumors there could be a new DOA game, and maybe this surge of interest suddenly might help push Koei Tecmo to go, you know what? Yeah, we can do that. Although I think the rumors are that Team Ninja won't even be involved with it because they're busy with like all these other games, like that Pokemon fucking Villager game, whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Some weird stuff. So yeah, like some of their franchises they're not directly involved with anymore. They didn't directly develop the last two Ninja Gaiden games. They're working on Neo. I think they developed the last Hyrule Warriors, but not this one. So yeah, Itagaki also, rest in peace. Maybe he can go a few rounds with Cary Tagawa in some game or something. You know, that would be fun, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose just like hope the best for Mr. Harada when he leaves. Apparently he will still be showing up for a tournament by the beginning of 2026. I'm reading here he's gonna he has like a mixtape or something like that, like a remix of the Tekken music.
Oh,
and stuff.
hell yeah.
So I think that would be cool to listen to, or I'm not sure if it's out now or something like that. But yeah,
I hope it's full of memes. I'm going, shut up. And don't.
It is apparently references. Like that's what it says there and whatnot.
Yeah, was it him who said, "Don't ask me for shit"?
Yeah.
Or
yes. That's the big thing about it.
He and Kamiya have very on similar wavelengths, I think. So it would be fun to see what those two miscreants could create if they worked together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Indeed.
Guys, I just realized why he's actually retiring. We're all wrong. It's because Lily Pichu beat him in Tekken.
Oh, that's
Damn
right.
it
He
all.
couldn't take it after that.
She forced him into an early retirement, and then got really salty at the Streamer Awards despite winning an award. Like,
He's just like, he lost. I can't anymore. No.
yeah. I don't know if y'all watched the Streamer Awards or not, but that same lady that beat
Oh.
Harada, she won the fighting game award.
Yeah.
Dog.
It's good for her.
Why would I watch the Streamer Awards? Believe it or not, I have a life.
To be fair, I did not watch them either.
Me
I watched a
neither.
different person react to them because that's way funnier because they roasted the whole time. Yeah.
Was
Oh
it
yeah,
Asmongold?
I've
Definitely
heard.
Asmongold.
There you go. Yeah. Sorry, dog. You're too predictable. All I've heard is it was a shit show and like a lot of controversies now coming out from that. But that's a good thing for Lily Pichu at least. I saw Michael Reeves in the background and cheering for her and stuff.
When they roasted him, it was really good. Like when they roasted Michael Reeves, because I love that guy, but she was like, the roast for him was so lighthearted. It's like, he's here at the awards tonight, not to support Lily, but because he'd rather do anything besides make a new video. And I'm like, oh, it's so true. He like never posts, but when he does, it's amazing. It's
a
like,
banger.
It's cinematic.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It
Yes.
was basically Lily Pichu won the award, and all she did when she won the award is like get mad at the Tekken community, like low key. And I'm like, damn, she beat their king and then roasted him after winning fighting game.
Well, no,
streamer.
because there was a whole controversy about like her even being nominated. It's just like
Yeah.
women should not be like nominated and shit. So basically, she just says like anyone who thinks I'm still like a fighting game tourist, suck my balls, basically.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't because she's a woman. It was because like she's like new to the franchise.
That's
People were
one
calling her a
reason I feel
tourist,
like
even though she
people
was
would.
playing hardcore. Like she was reaching high ranks and stuff. Now, would I call her like strictly a fighting game streamer? No, but she fully committed. I think she deserves to be in the running as
Yeah.
much as other people that are there. Now, did Sajam deserve it? Yes, but people forget that supposedly this is decided by fan votes, and her army is way bigger.
Oh.
So, like,
I feel like with the
yeah.
controversy, like more people would support her now after that and stuff.
I did think
So,
it's
yeah.
funny she said "suck my balls." That was pretty funny because it's always funny. to
Her
hear ladies
reaction
say
is
that.
very funny too, because she's like completely shocked, like how the fuck did I win this? When she's going up on stage, like what? She was not prepared
I
for
think
that.
The Streamer Awards, it really needs someone to come in and basically do like the Golden Globes always getting roasted by Ricky Gervais. We need a Ricky Gervais for this thing to come in and instead of these little light-hearted jokes where the most it gets is Hassan's shot collar. Like that's as harsh as it gets. We need someone who just goes in and goes, hey, this streamer, fuck you. You're terrible. You're all bad people. You cover for your just like Ricky Gervais, like you're all terrible.
That is true.
You cover for your friends.
That made it incredibly entertaining.
That notorious sex offender that you all cover for. Yeah, remember that? That was you. It wasn't my friend, it was yours. Like, we need exactly that for these people. It's like, just take them down a peg. Like they fucking deserve.
I thought the roast was more than I expected, at least. Also, I could not even tell that was QT Cinderella. She came out looking completely different. I was like, is that her? That's her? Damn.
She's been through a lot the last few months.
No, I just meant not even that. Like her outfit, like she changed her hair color too. She's normally like blonde or dirty blonde. She came out with like almost brown jet black hair. I was like, damn. Couldn't even tell that was her.
But yeah, like since like the streamer awards is done by like, you know, streamers and like
Losers.
More like those community people,
losers.
so it's not like a big corporate thing and whatnot. So it's like it's a smaller community making that thing. And I'm gonna say this, since there's so many things that happen and so many controversies, I think we should get into because me and Snake probably aren't informed enough and whatnot.
We'd also
And I
be
feel
here
like
all
this-
day. Let's be real. We'd be here all day.
Exactly, and we have the other award that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
By the time this episode comes out, unfortunately, I just realized the Game Awards is going to happen, so this is going to be very
The
outdated.
curse continues. The curse continues.
Should we even talk? Okay, we'll lightly talk about it. I feel like in that case, talk about the things we know at least, because at least we know some things that are going to be announced and stuff.
Yeah. I know one, which is it was confirmed via Fortnite of all things that there's a new Tomb Raider being announced.
Cool.
Which
Very cool.
They've talked a bit about in the past that is, I'm pretty sure it's Crystal Dynamics again. Like, it's good to see them getting work after the horrible Avengers debacle. Like, this is the first thing they've worked on since, and they're doing that. And
Question.
I suppose it's going to.
Is this like the newest Tomb Raider, or is this like the 3D era Tomb Raider, or like what are we talking about here?
Well, I think apparently it's a reboot. Apparently they're starting
Okay.
fresh again, and they're going to be taking bits and pieces from the past versions, like what works. So hopefully it'll be a more classic Lara in terms of her personality, and keep the blue tank top, let her wear her shorts, give her the dual pistols, like all this stuff got
PlayStation 1
stripped away from
moves.
her. If you want, that's like the least important thing for me. I mean, okay, yeah,
Of course,
PlayStation 1
of course,
boobs as a
yes.
costume because, like, you know, the triangular boobs in Tomb Raider 1, very funny. Do that again.
Very funny, very
yeah.
iconic.
But yeah, so I wanted to have like a more classic style Lara because the one in the more recent games is so dry and the story just wasn't like good enough to like make up for how bland its protagonist ultimately was. So, but there were things that worked in those games. Do that, and also there have been leaks that supposedly there might be a second game being announced.
Already, wow.
Yeah, but like basically a remake, basically, of one of the older ones. Which
Okay.
will be interesting to see if that is the case, because when they did the first remake of 1 Anniversary, it was part of the Legend continuity instead. So it'd be neat if they were like, okay, we're going to remake one of those games, but part of a later continuity. So, like, what if the version of Lara from the more recent games went through events from Tomb Raider 2 or 3 or something? That could be neat to see. But Tomb Raider's in a good place right now because they have been preserving the older games. We've got the remasters of the first 6 games. Even the ones people didn't really care for, 4, 5, and 6, got remastered. And you can go back to the original controls and the original graphics with the press of a button. So that's cool. And the PS2 versions of Legend and Anniversary are available on PS5. So they are preserved to some extent. I do want a full remaster of that trilogy because the Tomb Raider Underworld DLC is still locked to the Xbox 360 version, which is a shame, especially since that was literally the second time we ever got to play as anyone other than Lara in a Tomb Raider game
Ah, sure.
in one of those DLCs. So that's neat.
Is it?
There are also rumors that they might be remastering or like porting the latest 3 games as well. So most of the games are just readily available. The best ones are not, unfortunately, because they're the Legend ones. So you have to go through a few more hoops. But if they can get all the games available on current systems, I'll be a very happy boy. Go on, dog.
That's nice.
A very happy boy.
What were you saying, dog?
Oh no, you're saying it's good that you play as someone besides Laura in the Tomb Raider game, and I'm like, is it Snake? What if we only want Laura all the time? But I'm kidding. I'm being one of those losers.
Well, that's the fun part, dog, because this character is Laura's doppelganger.
No.
So it's
Oh,
basically Lara.
interesting.
Look up Lara Croft doppelganger, because it's basically Lara with like dark red hair and like dark borderline gothic makeup, and it's like, oh shit. So people
This
who
is
are
like
into
evil Laura. This is like
Oh, yeah,
dark
it is
Laura,
just her.
basically. That's
Oh,
hilarious.
it's Underworld,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of
it's-
cool.
It was based on this random bit in Tomb Raider 1 where you go into this room and there's just like this like skinless clone of Lara that's just standing there and copies your every move, and you have to like trick it into jumping into a pit of fire. And like they took that idea and were like, but what if that was a real character? And so they made a real character out of it in Underworld. And it's like, yeah, Lara Croft has her own Virgil.
That's funny.
Damn it, she gets schooled
Yeah,
too. Damn.
The Tomb Raider games get kind of wild. I mean, I'm really curious to see what the plot for this one would be, because when Crystal Dynamics first handled Tomb Raider, it was Legend. It's like, okay, we're getting this British franchise with a British lead. So what treasure can you go after? Excalibur, the ultimate British artifact, right? Then when they rebooted it in 2013, it was like, oh, Square Enix bought out Eidos. So now it's a Japanese company. So now we're doing the island of Yamatai, a Japanese thing. So I'm curious to see what they'll do when they reboot it this time. I mean, I always thought it would have been funny if Tencent got some stake in it, and then they'd be like, oh, Chinese this time. Let's do some Chinese stuff. But
Interesting.
yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that is potentially coming out. As far as I can tell, the remasters have done well, and so there is the potential for more of those coming out in the next year or two. But then there's supposedly a remake, some ports, and then a whole new reboot. So the series seems to be in a good place. Also, there's apparently going to be a live-action show or movie. I think it's a show done by Amazon that is apparently going to tie into these games. So we might see an actress whose likeness is used for Lara, perhaps for the new game. So we'll have to wait and see. And the Game Awards is in like 2 days. By the time this episode's out, people will probably already know. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah,
guys.
I feel like we got to be careful with our observations here.
I'll be sure to read every comment to see what you guys think about what the state Tomb Raider's in. What could happen here? What do you think of the new game or games? Was any of this right? Because some of this could be wrong. Because some of this is leaks, and I am being a little vague about some of the stuff. Because I know which game is supposedly being remade, but I'm leaving that out because some people don't know what's spoiled on that. But let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other thing that I do know is going to happen is Invincible Versus is going to show some new content there.
Cool.
And they're heavily implying that they're going to show the new original character. So that I'm kind of excited to see. Which means I think they're going to have like a story mode trailer.
Here's the question:
We talked about that last time.
Will this character be a Viltrumite?
I hope not.
It's like it seems likely, although because you have to have someone who can.
Viltrumites already in the game. Ah!
Yes, that is the problem. It's like, oh, here's a new original character for our Dragon Ball game. This is Saiyan. It's like, oh, yeah, obviously, of course, it's gonna be.
No,
Give us-
guys. It's gonna be a version of Omni-Man that never went evil from a different timeline.
That's why
Good.
he's not wearing the costume for his default. Oh shit!
Oh. Then why the fuck is he still going in the trailer like trying to kill Mark and conquer their world?
Because that's not the original character. That's the normal one.
This is
The
gonna be
original
Omni-Man
character
without
is-
a mustache. He's gonna be just like clean shaven. Yeah.
Honestly, my prediction at this point is that it's just going to be an alternate universe Mark. Who's just
Better
gonna-
not be. It better not be. I'll be so mad.
No, that won't be the original character. That's gonna be the like.
gonna
they're
be
have,
Lady
like,
Mark.
I don't know what they call. They call him like Sinister Mark or something, right? Isn't that the one that people like a lot or something? But even then, it's like, don't please.
It's gonna be Lady Mark. It's
I
gonna be
think-
gender bend Mark.
I think what we all want at this point is like Rick Grimes to show up in this Walking Dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. You know what's funny is actually
just making sure.
yes, Snake, Rick Grimes would be cool, but I look on the comment section, everybody wants Spider-Man, or I guess I should say Agent Spider.
Hell yeah, Agent Spider.
Have they not announced Agent Spider for it yet?
What? No, he's not in the game. Like that's not even. Yeah. That'd be very cool though. I'm not sure what else leak-wise there is to talk about for Game Awards. So.
Well, there is that thing with that big statue that Jeff has been showing off.
Oh yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it could be
and-
Bloodborne 2, or it could be
Well,
Diablo.
they confirmed some stuff where it's like it's not Elder Scrolls.
It's not Bloodborne 2.
Like
Not Bloodborne 2.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think they said it's not Dark Souls. I think there's like one other thing they said it's not. They've not ruled out Doom. But personally,
Cute.
because you look at these demons and like stuff like, and I reckon it could tie into Kojima's new horror game, because if anybody's going to get this big setup from our good friend Joff, it's going to be Kojima.
Well, I guess we could quickly end off the Game Awards topic because all this is going to be answered eventually, like by the time this is out. But our tiny predictions were some of the more interesting like awards. I feel like I don't think you guys are too interested in the Game of the Year because I think it's just going to be Expedition 33.
Of course, it better be. I do want to rant with a hot take if that's fun. If that would enrich
Which
the...
one?
No,
I'm
it's not
interested
fun,
in this
actually,
one.
dog. You're not allowed to be entertaining on this podcast designed to entertain people. What do you think you are?
But
Damn.
you don't think it's entertaining when I have a bad take and y'all get to roast me when it's like my genuine take?
To be fair, actually, dog, that's one of the biggest things. I was going to bring this up after we're done with this, but like our last episode was very successful. A lot of people enjoyed our story mode discussions, and a lot of people are really like trashing you for your MK2 take,
Hell
dog,
yeah.
in the comment section.
It's not
People
even
are
my
like,
take, but yeah.
How dare you guys like say that? As
Boo this man.
Boo on you. Boo.
We have
on you.
I think 3 or 4 comments, like a gigantic long essay on why our MK9 take is shit. It's like
I saw that guy who was trying to explain that it's better. It's better that
like 3
Melina
or
gets
4 people,
introduced
by the way.
randomly because why else would Katana never notice her creepy mouth? And I'm like,
I didn't.
I don't think it was ever implied that Katana didn't know about her creepy mouth. I think she probably just thought that was normal for some reason. I don't know.
I haven't read those yet, but they're appreciate the long comments at least. It's very,
Dogs
it's very
here
cool.
like Sonic. Are they booing me? And you're like, no, they're saying boucher, boucher. Are you saying boo or boucher?
Boucher, isn't that your name,
I'm
man?
just saying. I was saying boucher.
Oh, how dare you turn on me, Snake? Yeah, well, here's my
I
hot
was
take.
outside.
First off, I guess okay, I'll just say it. I'll say my hot take.
Can
and
I?
it's gonna come out.
Okay, fine. I would want to say one more funny
Oh,
comment.
go ahead. Say your
Because
funny
I-
comment. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so like there's one comment of someone saying like I was excited to watch this story mode tier list video, but then I scrolled all the way to the end to see your list, and when I saw that you put that game as I couldn't take you serious. I was gonna skip this video. Guess which game?
Did we put last?
Nah. Special
That pissed
Forces.
this person off so much that he decided not to watch the entire video.
Special Forces.
MK11.
Oh,
Oh, fuck off.
yeah. Some people genuinely think MK11 has a good story. It's fascinating.
It's the only comment, by the way. Like there were people pissed about our MK9 take. People saying we put MKX too high. People saying MK2 like Dog's take is. But one person saying well, I'm mad about MK11.
To be fair, putting Special Forces should be lower. I mean, obviously, did you actually put MK11 below Special Forces?
I believe we're on the same spot.
That's wild.
Just
I would never have
the
done that for
worst.
anyone watching. I would never have done that. But yeah,
Hey, I wanted to put MK versus
okay,
DC even
Stanley.
lower.
All right.
I never would have done that, ladies and gentlemen. True believers, Excelsior.
But thank you all so much for watching that last bit. It was a lot of fun discussing all that stuff. Now, Dog, bring your new hot take out.
I don't think Dispatch should be there.
Like, at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's anywhere close to the best game. Like it's good the first time you play it, but then you think, oh, I wonder what else I can change about the story, and then you replay it and you're like, oh, nothing. Like nothing
Dog,
changes.
do
except
you
some
know how many
dialogue.
things it got nominated for? It only got nominated for, like, Best Indie Game and one other
It's
thing.
People's Choice or
That's
something,
it.
right?
Oh, you're talking about People's Choice. You're
Yeah.
talking about the fan votes. You're talking about what people
Yeah, I think
like.
people are being. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So you need to understand something, right? This game could have had it all. It could have been absolutely deserving of a lot of awards. However, the hot demon lady is not romanceable. Therefore, it deserves to go in the bin. Fuck it.
I love those memes because I was kind of on board with that too. I thought because she was clearly flirting with the character around the middle of the game, I'm like, are
it
they
was
going to add a
almost my
third option?
chance.
And then no.
It was almost my chance. I couldn't
that's a
romance
big
Carl
meme that
like
has
this was
been
almost
happening and
almost my
stuff.
alternative, and no, they didn't let me. You can't do that. So fuck it.
I will
I'm not
say-
playing this game. It's terrible.
I do find it hilarious. That's your reasoning. You're not going to play.
It's funny too because she would have arguably been the best option because the other two women are toxic in one way.
Wait,
or another.
wait. Snake legit has not played this game, so that's not.
Oh, sorry.
Like, yeah,
Well,
that's what I mean.
okay.
That's
Oh,
Snake is hating on a
basically-
game he hasn't even played yet.
All I was saying is that the games definitely lean on that
valid
episodic
reasons.
format where they come out a week at a time, right? They lean on that to make the games way more impressive than they are because as me, who played it all in like 2 sittings, I will say, 1, very short. 2, I thought the game was really exciting until I went back and replayed it and then I'm like, oh, doesn't matter what I do. that the same core things happen in the exact same way.
Yeah, that's 90% of Telltale games.
I know, but
Congratulations.
I was impressed. I was like, this is remarkably no choices. All you can do is change the dialogue. That's like pretty much it. You can change one big thing, which is kind of a big deal at the very start. You know what I'm talking about. Like you can choose who to fire. But after that, it's like,
spoil that. Holy shit. Ugh.
is that a spoiler?
Yes.
That's the whole game.
Yes. No. Ugh. Listen, okay. I agree that the choices don't matter too much, but the thing that I do appreciate about the choices is they actually matter from your gameplay perspective things, especially the big choices that Doug is saying and the other thing in episode 4. Like I feel like that's your playthrough differences and stuff like that I kind of appreciate. But yeah, your choices don't ultimately matter for the general gist of the story. But with that being said, though, you can actually get a better or worse ending depending. Well, I won't say worse. I'll say darker ending depending on what you've done, essentially.
I don't know. I think I watched all the different endings and I didn't see any real difference whatsoever. But maybe I'm missing something.
There's a difference with Laura Bailey's character. Depending on how good you do.
I don't know. So
Regardless,
that's the problem. We're having to word it in a way that we don't spoil anything, and it's almost impossible.
Bud Chungus.
Yeah. Regardless, what your point is, you don't think the game should have been. You don't think the game should have been nominated for like the fan. What's the category called again? Like the fans' votes. Essentially,
that feels like the fans' game of the year, right? And I'm saying for one thing, most people aren't even playing it for the gameplay elements. They're playing it for like the story stuff. The gameplay itself is either mid or trash, depending on your perspective. Some people, I'm sure, downright hate that gameplay. Lot. You like it? Are you sure you like the gameplay, not just the talking and interactions in it? Like, do you actually enjoy clicking the thing and just assigning people to go out?
I also liked getting good at the game too, because apparently a lot of people weren't very good at the gameplay mechanics of the part. And
I can attest to that because I would finish the modes thinking I did just okay, and he'd be like, "You perform better than 90% of players." I'm like, "What? How bad are people?"
If you know all the answers, obviously it's not going to be that fun. But I meant like back when I was playing it too, I think I never failed any of I think I only failed like 2 or 3 of the missions throughout my playthrough. And I'm like, oh wow, I actually managed stuff really nicely and stuff like that. What's funny is that playstyle, that gameplay is not unique. It's actually like you can find that exact playstyle in like another game if you want more of that.
The game's not bad to anyone listening. I liked the game a lot. My first playthrough especially, I was like, oh, this is really fun. I'm just saying that I don't think it should be up there with those other absolute powerhouses that either completely innovated gameplay or are just like huge. Huh?
I have 2 things to say about that dog.
Just admit you like the fucking lizard man and move on, mate. You know what I'm fucking saying?
Snake, that doesn't fucking matter. He only shows up for about
Listen,
like 5
yeah,
in the game.
Yeah, you wanted to romance him, like. You could have just said, I want to romance the lizard man. Maybe in fucking sequel.
Snake, me and Dog like this game. Don't trash a game you've not even like he's talking about his issues, but we still like this game. Like, hello, I would put this game on my 3x3 if I had spaces and whatnot. But I'm actually gonna bring up 2 things. First thing to bring up is what is the category that it got nominated for?
I think just like people's. So everyone voted that, but I think that just goes to show that people have short attention spans. And because Dispatch is like a recent game that everyone played,
Dog, you're
like,
complaining that people voted for that. You're complaining that people like the game too much.
Yeah, they wanted to win over Expedition 33 and stuff in the comments. I'm like, y'all are nuts. Expedition 33 is like a completely unique and awesome game.
And that's fair. I'm not saying like the other games shouldn't be on there. I'm not saying like Dispatch is better than that. But you're saying it's like too many people like Dispatch to even vote for that, and that's your complaint. And I think
no. Why do you always misword what I say?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you like your definition.
Okay.
I'm not. No, Sonic. What he's saying is that too many people are putting it above other better games because it's so recent. Because it is a proven recency bias in a lot of award things. Like a lot of stuff that comes out later on in the year, for, like movies, tend to get a higher view. Tend to be seen like more. Sorry, waiting for it. They tend to get nominated more for stuff like the Oscars and whatnot because it's closer to that time. So people have to remember that more freshly, whereas people have to think back to remember Expedition 33. But like that game's massive. Now, fortunately, that game is getting its dues. Very nice. But I'm sure there are other games that came out this year that people can look at and go, but that game was really good, but a lot of people just forget. Like stuff from like January and like February tend not to get nominated for award shows at the end of the year.
Yeah, there was like 20 that were nominated, and now these are the 5 basically that everybody essentially picked. And ironically, Dog, there's actually 2. Okay, I'm gonna finish my first point. what you're saying, Snake, is also happening to Dispatch, because this game only got nominated for like 2 things in the entire like category, and it's like everyone's like, what? Not even like best narrative, not even best actor, because it's like like actors are like all like kind of like already like the game of the year and stuff like that. So unfortunately, Dispatch came out at a pretty awkward timing where like the game finished and 1 week later they announced the nominees. So not a lot of things got nominated for Dispatch in there. So there's that awkwardness for this. So I feel like also there's a bit of that for why people voted for this on this aspect. But my point that I'm trying to get across is, maybe you're right about this, Dog. It's like maybe because it's much more recent, that's why people want to get on this hype train and that kind of stuff. But like, this is the people's votes. It's like, this is what the general audience of like the gamers, like, they voted this kind of stuff. So it's kind of hard to influence or like, you know, talk down to them, be like, how dare you? And I don't even think people who voted for Dispatch are disliking other games and whatnot. Like, I think that's something.
No, I'm not. I'm making fun of them for being turbo normies. Yes, absolutely. Like, I'm a normie, and as a normie, they disgust me. They are turbo normies.
Okay. And here's the second thing I gotta bring up here. It doesn't fucking matter what we say. Genshin Impact is gonna win again.
Damn.
So what's the point? What's the fucking point?
I do like the one that. See, well, on the one hand, you should commend Genshin Impact for being so absurdly popular and addictive. But on the other hand, that meme of the 3 dragon heads and one being a derpy ass, and that's the Genshin, that deserved. That is accurate. That is what that is.
It's like, this fucking game has been out for what? Year? It's won 5 years in a row. Literally, the Genshin fans are just gonna spam bot, like, get that vote up as high as possible. It's nothing else.
They don't need bots. Their army is big enough.
Until Genshin is irrelevant. So who cares? That's why I don't really care about this fan vote like award, because Genshin's just gonna win again.
Yeah. True.
So our argument is moot.
There should be a rule against that. Like, there should not be. I think there should be a rule, to be fair, about that.
It should be like this.
If you
year
already won like twice, you
whatnot.
can't be entered anymore. Like, that's fine, I think.
Which is funny, because that did happen. In the best indie game awards, like the creator of Megabonk was like, oh no. The best debut indie game award, Megabonk got nominated, and the creator's like, actually, I got nominated before already. So, but I agree. I feel like the fan votes should be for this year specifically. But yeah,
I've never played Megabonk, and now I want to. I'm looking at the screenshots.
oh, Megabonk's awesome. Megabonk's really fun, and it's addicting. I played that a little bit.
But yeah, I just wanted to have a terrible hot take. You know, I think it's a fun game, but I don't think it deserves, like, you look at the games next to it, and you're like,
oh no, of course not.
Yeah. Genshin Impact is terrible because
it's
it's just obviously like addiction, gotcha game nonsense. But you could at least argue, well, it's very popular and has stayed popular. So, you know, it is what it is.
Wuthering Waves is another gotcha that snuck in there, by the way. That one's getting some call-outs too. That's another gotcha.
It's all just anime smut.
Yeah, pretty much.
The gamer votes, yeah.
Although at least Wuthering Waves looks like adults. Kinda. Genshin Impact all looks
Sure.
like fucking kindergartners. Weird.
Sure. Point is that award doesn't matter, and I'm expecting Genshin to win again.
Is Genshin Impact the game that had that annoying voice actress that had all that controversy and then she got
Yes.
fired?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of MiHoYo stuff.
Yeah, because that is exactly what he's talking about.
I love when
Do you know that even the Chinese fans who play with the Chinese dub, so they didn't even know about it. They heard her and they're like, I'll spend this amount of money on the game if you please get rid of this woman.
Yeah.
She's annoying.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Damn.
I love when Tectone roasted her because Tectone said, listen, you're not even a talented voice actor. That's your default voice. You just actually sound like an annoying person, so they made you the fairy character. Like, you're not even talented. And I'm like, bro, what a roast.
Damn.
That's incredible. He's like, you're just lucky you were born sounding annoying as fuck, and that's what they were looking for the character.
Wait, did we ever talk about this? Because I feel like I'm looking at like the awards, but did we ever talk about the fighting game nominations? Because that was a pretty big
I did
controversy.
in my video. I made 2 about it. Yeah.
True. That is true. But that is like, that one kind of rolls my eyes around. Like when I look at that too, it's just like, wow.
So
these 5
for
games.
context, they had Sifu in there one year. So
That was years ago. Yes.
I know, but it shows how the people who pick the games for this stuff, like they're so out of touch. So
okay, go ahead,
Sonic,
Snake. You explain.
Can you read out the 5, isn't it? 5 nominees.
Yes. Yes,
And
I
how
shall.
he said it so
I'll
zesty.
literally only two of them deserve to be here.
Not even really two, honestly, but we'll get to that. So let's talk about the nominees. The nominees are Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, the Capcom,
Which
fighting
isn't
game.
even out yet in physical. I don't even have it yet.
I'm still
Fuck
pissed
me.
about that. I
And
still
then we
haven't
have
gotten
the
it.
Capcom. Is it the Capcom fighting game? Yeah, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, I believe. The Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
Which is like
and
the
then
fourth or fifth iteration of that game.
2XKO, and then the newest Fatal Fury game, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So, for context, we have a collection of games from 30 years ago, a collection of games from 20 years ago, Virtual Fighter 5, which is a game that came out in like 2006, which has been re-released, repatched, and this is like a Revo was a release in 2020, and Revo World Stage is like a updated version of that game, essentially.
Keep in mind, across all these re-releases, I'm pretty sure only once did they add another character, and that was the guy from like Virtua Fighter 4, the sumo that they didn't bring back for 5. That's the one really substantial addition other than online that they've made in any of these re-releases.
Yeah, I asked my friend who's like super duper into Virtual Fighter. He's like joins tournaments and stuff. I asked, what's the difference? And he's like, they added like ghosts. You know, like Tekken, there's like the ghosts. And then I think
The boss is
some
playable?
new stage. No, I don't think so.
I think the boss is playable.
I'm actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but not in like tournaments, right?
No.
From what I recall. I was like, is that it? Is like what? Is that? Okay, no, I'm not saying that they shouldn't release this, but I'm saying like, is that it to be nominated?
Yeah, it shouldn't count.
And then 2XKO, which might win because like it looks great, it looks hype and fuck, is an early fucking access.
You can't even play on console, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't
about
think it's
that.
out on console.
I still can't play it over
I think
here.
it's only on PC, and you had to sign up for the beta test. Yeah, like, it's in like a pre-release. Yeah.
So literally, like they're like based off of these nominations, only one game should win, and it's the Fatal Fury game.
But it should, but it's not going to because it's the least popular. Well, Virtual Fighter is the least popular, but yeah.
It's either Fatal Fury or 2XKO. If a collection fucking wins, like how embarrassing would that be? Like what?
To be fair, if the boomers actually showed up, and I say boomers hyperbole, by the way, some people in my videos don't get that I'm being hyperbolic when I call the old school arcade era Mortal Kombat fans boomers. If they actually showed up to vote, which they won't because they don't like watch this stuff probably, but if they did, then Mortal Kombat Legacy has a chance of winning. I don't want it to, but if they all showed up, there's some ride or die fans for that game already, despite all the bugs and glitches. I know because they show up to hate every one of my videos.
Interesting.
But
And the thing is, maybe I'm pessimistic as fuck, but like I never vote because we only contributed 20% of it. So it's like, will we matter in the end? In my opinion, it's like, honestly.
So here's the thing. So that's 5 releases from this year, and 3 of them are just repackaged older games. Were there other fighting games that released this year that could in theory replace them?
Yes. Unfortunately, they're not amazing, but yes, we have the Hunter x Hunter fighting game, which was that was made with like box and sticks, unfortunately, behind the scenes from what I've heard. Then we have the Bleach game, the Bleach fighting game, which I mean, it looks really clean and nice. It's like a 3D arena, but at the same time, it has like a really unique playstyle and whatnot. That one is Is there anything else? Did like a My Hero Academia fighting game come out? These are the ones that I could think of. I remember people saying Hunter x Hunter got snubbed, but then it's like people are like, yeah, but that game also, and whatnot. So, but the point is, yes, it is not the biggest fighting game year. Like we can agree on that aspect. But that doesn't mean there aren't eligible choices. Essentially,
Did the latest Dragon Ball Tenkaichi come out this year, or was that last
I
year?
mean, Sparking Zero, that was last year, right? Yeah, Sparking Zero was last year.
So
Sparking-
options are slim, but it's like even if you look at it and go, well, those 2 games are bad and that shouldn't be on the top list. Like, it's still better than a collection. Like, unless the collection did something like really special, like a brand new version of a game was packaged with it. No, the closest thing to that was the fact that we got that weird arcade version of UMK3 with Noob Saibot. That's the closest.
yeah.
That's not even a new version. That's just So it's such a weird thing, but I guess the thought process is people know Mortal Kombat, and they got the Street Fighter attached to the Capcom collection, so they make more sense to go in than this weeb shit. I guess that's the thought process.
These damn fucking weebs.
It's like, these collections are better than Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
There's definitely a strong argument that like best re-release or remaster like should be a separate category. And then
Yeah.
so you'd have them and like the Tomb Raider 46 remaster, and then all the stuff that came out. Like, that should be its own thing because they're not new games. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be able to win for best game when it's like, you know, like, you put out one of like the best games ever, and you just re-release it next year. It's like, oh well, I guess it's like, oh, The Witcher 3. People love that game. It's going to get a new port, and they go, oh well, Witcher 3 is eligible for best game of the year. That's bullshit. Fuck you.
The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2 collection being nominated in
Oh
2024.
god. Oh
Yay!
god.
By the way, I gotta say, for fighting games, it's unless if like big companies release like new fighting games that year, like next year is gonna be a really fun competition to see what might win. But like it hasn't always been like a fun or like really interesting. Like looking years ago, I remember because the controversy in terms of like how shit the category is like you see this year. Then you have the year with Shifu on it. That's not a big deal because Shifu didn't win. But you know what was kind of a big deal? Multiverses winning when it was in the beta.
Oh, multiverses. No, that was the exact same situation. People were saying, are we going to get a second year of a game winning when it's not even complete?
That's why 2XKO was compared here and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm looking at the 2024 nominees, and Snake, Sparking Zero is in 2024. Marvel vs. Capcom like Collection Part 1, the first one I think was in 2024. And Multiverses was also nominated in 2024, apparently. Regardless, Tekken 8 won, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That didn't age so well.
Hey, I think Tekken 8 on release was a fantastic game still, on release. I was glad I stopped playing it after Season 1.
I've always liked
So I
it.
can
That's the
have the
funny
good
part. I get called a
memories.
hater. I've always enjoyed playing Tekken 8. Even now, like, it's still fun. Like, is it stupid at the highest levels? Yeah. But, yeah. I still enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
I just find it ironic because everyone acts like I'm this adamant hater, and it's like, no, I'm actually still playing it. Where are you? To like the haters.
Yeah, I guess the other one last thing. I guess if we want to talk, the fighting game stuff, I think is interesting to us because we're like the fighting game podcast and whatnot. But the other one thing that I remember also being very, very controversial and was talked about, and I think was very funny, was
It best adaptation?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it right now. Best adaptation. So this includes movies and TV shows. We have a
Yes.
Minecraft movie. Gonna win. It has the broad audience appeal.
It's not gonna win.
Last of Us Season 2, I don't know. I don't know if that
I
has
think Last of Us Season 2 is gonna win. I think
know
the
if that has the
critics there
legs
are
to
gonna
make it.
fucking be like, this show is so deep. This show is so heartwarming and emotional.
You know
It's
what? Yeah,
gotta win.
because it isn't down to the audience. It's down to the people.
That's why.
The people who actually. Yeah.
Did they change
So, yes,
anything,
you
by
are
the
correct.
way? Did Last of Us
What do you
Season 2 change anything big from the game to like soften it or make it better, or no?
From what I didn't watch it, but from what I recall, they added some scenes like Ellie gets therapy after Joel dies. I'm guessing they extended some scenes, but here's the thing, by the way, dog. The show ends when Abby is about to like shoot Ellie. That scene before you get to the Abby flashback. That's the end of Season 2, so it's not even done yet.
Oh, it's probably done, but yeah.
I mean, the show is. That's what I mean. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure majority-wise, it's still the same from what I recall.
That's funny. I kind of assumed it would be because despite like a vast majority of people saying they didn't like how Last of Us 2 went down, there were still like the people who made it were like, no, everyone likes it. They were just like in such denial. Like, yeah, no, it's only the haters that don't like it. Everyone else likes it. And it's like, no. There's like a tiny 10% of fans that might like it. Let's be real.
I'll say this, by the way, dog. People are pissed at the TV show and are comparing it to the video game, The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
So take that with with you. It's like they did this scene better in The Last of Us 2 game, by the way, when we compare it to the TV show. It's like,
Well, I mean, Season 1 did a lot of stuff worse than the games too, so that does not surprise me.
yeah, but at least Season 1 was, because it's based on the first game, so it's actually really good. So at least there's that.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly good. But the things it changes are almost all worse. You're like, oh, why'd you change that?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. It's like,
including making Joel into a pussy bitch who cries like a little baby. Yeah, but
Right. So the Minecraft movie, Last of Us Season 2, Until Dawn,
that's a cool one.
like, which from what I understand is not even like adapting the story. It's just
A new thing.
broadly taking the IP, because like Until Dawn is not a unique setting. It's one of those weird ones. Like it's like if you made a GTA movie. It's like, other than being like, oh, it's Liberty City, well that's just New York. That's not a unique setting. So if you're not going to adapt the actual game story, what is the point doing it? So I understand that's what they did.
To be fair, that's
I
all
think
the
the only-
Until Dawn games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
They're
I
always
think the only
new,
connection. I think the only connection is Peter Stormare shows up. I think that's it.
I didn't even know they made
so
it
there's
Until
that-
Dawn adaptations. That's why I'm like, that's
Yeah.
neat.
That thing is just completely flew under the radar for a lot of people. So it's those, Splinter Cell Death Watch, which I don't know what people think about that. It just
Me neither.
fittingly just like stealthed its way onto release, and then no one talked about it. I think the Tomb Raider show got its second season this year. I could be wrong about that. I could have sworn that was this year. And then, of course, Devil May Cry.
Yep. You know, when I saw these listings, no offense to the ones I haven't seen. Like I didn't see Until Dawn. I haven't seen Splinter Cell. I looked at these nominees and I was just like, can we like have a way to like not have any of these win? I was like, can you just Snake? Do you remember that? You know that Fire Emblem meme where Ike is like, can you like go back to the enemy team? I'm like, I just kind of feel that way. And then here's the thing, by the way, I didn't think about this until people brought it up on Twitter, because I was just thinking, oh, these are the nominees, like
Is it the
Minecraft
Snob?
movie.
The Snob.
Yes,
The one that deserves to win.
the one that
It's-
deserves to be
so,
nominated and
I-
win. Yes.
It came out last year in December, but that was after the cutoff to be nominated for last year, so it should be eligible for this year. Because otherwise, it's like, oh, if it comes out in December, not eligible, which is bullshit, right? Like some of the best stuff have come out in December.
There are
So it
games
has
that
to-
came out in December last year that are nominated in this Game Awards, so it's completely on the table.
So keep in mind, look at the competition. Minecraft, okay, makes sense. It has broad appeal. It's a big thing. All the terrible memes. Last of Us
terrible
Season
movie,
2,
but yes.
It's a popular IP. It's a continuation. Well, allegedly popular IP. Continuation of a show that people liked the first season. Devil May Cry made waves. People hated it, but it made waves, so people
Made
know about
waves.
it. Until Dawn and Splinter Cell. Do you think Until Dawn and Splinter Cell should have made it on here realistically over Sonic the Hedgehog fucking 3?
Oh,
I feel like
man.
Sonic the
Which is
Hedgehog
not
3
on-
should have
not
made it over
only-
everything here but Minecraft.
Not only the best one in that series, but also genuinely a really fucking good movie and a solid adaptation. Because I think it's not just best video game movie or show, it's adaptation. Therefore, by definition, they should be judged based on their quality as an adaptation. Devil May Cry, get out of there. Not at all. Minecraft, vaguely, sure.
Maybe.
Last of Us Season 2, sure. If I
It
was cast
is.
as a decent adaptation. Until Dawn, made up bullshit, shouldn't be on there. Splinter Cell, I don't know.
We
no
don't
one
know,
knows
yeah.
because no one watched.
Didn't see
No
it.
one can see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I didn't know it existed.
And so
It's got good
why
ratings.
why is Sonic not on here? Like it's not an obscure thing like Until Dawn. We could look at it and go, yeah, well, even if it was good, it's like it flew under the radar. This was fucking huge, and somehow it didn't get nominated. It's not,
I mean-
the only reason I can think of for why it would not be here is if someone in charge of this was like, I want Last of Us to win, I want Minecraft to win, and they knew if Sonic got on, it would actually be a really tough battle. Sonic would actually have like a really good chance of just taking it. And so like we have to get rid of the competition using a technicality of it wasn't released this year. Whoever made that decision, fuck you. Lose your
I
job.
really think it's ignorance. I really think they were like, that was last year, her, and they just forgot. There's that, and I also, people are saying like the Game Awards hate Sonic. There is that like theory and whatnot. It's like, how many things did Sonic Racing get nominated or whatnot? And I don't completely buy into that, but it is kind of funny to think of it that way. It's like they just hate Sonic games or something like that.
What's even funnier to think
By
about
the
is when
way-
you said that, my first brain just thought you. It's like the Game Awards hate Sonic, and it's just you in particular. They're like, fuck that guy. We're not giving him anything.
I would like to also give a bit of a shout out to the Twisted Metal show, because people like that show and they bring it up a lot.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that didn't get nominated either, which came out season 2
Yeah,
came out this year.
I feel like realistically the nominees, Splinter Cell and Until Dawn shouldn't be on here because no one knew they came out. And it
No
should
offense
be...
to them, by the way, because I'm sure they're
I mean,
fine.
They could be really good, but no one talks about them, so I wouldn't know. But
I have heard some buzz about Until Dawn, but Until Dawn
realistically-
isn't good though. That's what I've heard. It's like
realistically should be Sonic or Sonic and Twisted Metal on here. If showing the Tomb Raider.
What about
show
the
came out.
Borderlands
No,
movie?
again,
no.
that was last year,
Oh shit.
I think. I know sometimes you look at something and go, that was last year, then you realise, no wait, that was this year.
Yeah,
So it could
last
be.
Year. Yes, last year.
It was okay.
I think.
Did it get nominated for last year though? I'm kind of curious.
I know nothing about the Borderlands movie except that everyone hates it, but my dad likes it, which I find hilarious.
It's bad, but at the same time, it's corporate bad. So
Well, my dad never played the
means they
games,
do the check-
so like he has no comparison. So maybe on its own,
but-
it's fine. I don't know.
I'm sure it does the checklists of things, so it could still give like a satisfying
okay.
thing and whatnot. I've just heard so many bad things about it.
Okay.
The critics hate it more. That's
In-
rare.
So Tomb Raider is not eligible because season 1 was last year. Season 2 comes out the same day as the Game Awards.
So it's not even out yet. I see.
But neither is 2XKO.
Imagine that they're like, well, it's not out yet, but the trailer came out or the demo came out. Like
Yeah.
Neo 3, the alpha came out earlier this year, so that's eligible to be action game of the year.
I'm still mad that Sifu's not included, man. Sifu's the greatest fighting
Poor
game.
Sifu. Unbelievable. I mean, I do love Sifu though, but
The reason that's such a funny example that everyone brings up is because it proves whoever did those nominees didn't even know what a fighting game was. They just thought, oh, this game has
Yeah.
fighting in it. This counts.
this is more sad. Oh no.
Why is the best action adventure game and best action game? What?
I guess one you can put like beat 'em ups, and the other you can put like adventure type games. By the way, this makes me really sad because I've just decided I'm looking at the 2024 best adaptation like awards just to see if the Borderlands was on there. It wasn't even on there. Tomb Raider is on there, by the way. And Arcane was on there, but Fallout won. But the sad thing is that the Knuckles TV show was on there.
Oh,
So they had the heart to at least put the Knuckles TV show on there, but not Sonic 3 this year.
Here's how meaningless these distinctions are, right? These distinctions are so meaningless. We've got best action adventure game. You have Ghost of Yote, Silk
Oh, yeah.
Song, Indiana Jones, Split Fiction, and Death Stranding 2. Like there's no cohesion in this. It's all just random. But then you go to best action game. It's Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Again, no cohesion at all.
I'm-
Why is it not best shooter?
I never played
And then-
Death Stranding 2, but I played the first one. There is no action in that game. It's all premeditated. Like, that's not an adventure game.
But Death
Yeah,
Stranding
but-
2,
but-
there was
but-
action
but-
in
but-
that. There's actually a lot of like slashy sword
Oh,
fighting
okay.
in that
But
one.
you have to remember,
Yes.
Joff's good friend made that game, so it has to get an
Well, he said
nomination.
Joff.
Joff was in the first game, remember? I don't know if he's in the second one, but he was in the first one, so so it has to get a nomination. If Kojima puts a game out, as far as the Game Awards are concerned, it's just perfect gold.
Yeah.
But one thing what really fucks me off here is you're looking at the action games one, and it's like not only do you have two first-person shooters, and then Hades, which is an isometric roguelike.
Top down, yeah.
And then you have Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi, like Ninja Gaiden 4 and Shinobi, which Shinobi plays a decent amount like. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which came out the same year, didn't get nominated. Ninja Gaiden 4 did, even though Ninja Gaiden 4 is way worse. And it's like, did more people really play Shinobi compared to Ninja Gaiden Ragebound to get it nominated? Or were they like, well, we can't have two from the same franchise? Is that a rule? Like, this whole thing is fucked. They need to completely revamp the categories. Because again, like, Battlefield and Doom should not be in the same category as Ninja Gaiden and Hades. It should be in a fucking FPS one.
I can't believe Split Fiction
I'm
is included
guessing-
here.
Wait, what?
For best
Yeah,
game
you
don't
direction,
like it?
Split Fiction is one of the game options.
What's it called? I'm shocked it didn't even get nominated for Game of the Year, actually.
Split Fiction?
Yeah.
That's such a basic game in my opinion. My girlfriend and I played it and got bored and didn't want to play anymore.
Oh, damn. I think the game is really interesting because the game keeps switching up the more you play. It's like every world you go through is different. But okay, that's beside the point.
Yeah.
I think one thing I always find interesting about the Game Awards this year is like there really are like I said this last time too, but this year there really were just too many good games. It's like the games that got nominated for Game of the Year, it's like all deserved. But I was like, damn, there's like 4 other games I would have expected to also be there, and they have barely been around. Like it's like Expedition 33 got nominated for like 13 different awards, which congratulations. You beat The Last of
Oh
Us
my
2 for
God.
like getting 12 nominees. Like fuck yeah, good job. But it's like, let's see. We just talked about Doom, right? Like what's it called? Doom: The Dark Ages. I believe that's the only nominee it got in this whole entire award. Elden Ring Night Reign got only 1 nominee. I think Marvel Rivals only got 1 or 2. Split Fiction got a couple, but not that many. It's just like the new Monster Hunter game. People are like, oh, it's buggy, but we love it. Like only 1. It's like because there's too many like good games that came out this year, but they like
You wouldn't guess it, considering games like did anyone play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Like anyone on this planet? Because I'm just like that I didn't even know that came out, but it came out and it's got a bunch of nominees, including Best Game of the Year, and then like Best Narrative. Was it? No one talks about it. And then Best Narrative, Silent Hill F. Fuck you. That game's story is dog shit.
oh yeah,
Fuck
you know what? Is that on your 3x3 or do you?
I've not finished my 3x3 yet.
I'm just curious if you want to talk about it here or later, because like that was a very interesting take considering everybody loved that game.
I'll see. I'll see what it's like when I put the 3x3 together. If it doesn't get on there, then I'll probably just give a quick rundown on the episode. But
Kingdom Come, I will say, I know a friend of mine who did put like 200 hours into it and he loves it. But he was shocked it got nominated too. It's like he it should be nominated for stuff, but he's shocked he got nominated for Game of the Year like stuff. I guess people who played it did say it's like a really good narrative-driven like action-packed like story and blah 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 and stuff in it. I think Maximilian made a quote this year saying like because of how many good games there are, it's like us the gamers we won, and also because we don't have time to play it, so us the gamers we lost.
Is Dispatch really an indie game? I guess so.
I thought about that too, but apparently Expedition
Yeah.
33 is an indie game, which shocks me. It's like, yes, that game is double
Yeah.
A-ish, but still.
I mean, that's one of the reasons it got talked about so much, is the fact that it's like it looks AAA, but it's apparently indie.
It had like
yeah,
a
the
$50 million
super
budget.
duper high. Not 50. I remember it was like 20 or something.
I feel like when you have a $50 million budget, I don't know if you're indie, but I guess you are by definition because you're not like under
If
a
no
bigger
company
producer.
is
But
like,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like normally indie means like people made this in their room in their free time, not like, oh, we had $30 million plus. But
That's
yeah.
what it used to be, but like, yeah, it's like the definition is just no big companies like support and blah 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 and whatnot. No, it's
Claire
not
Obscure
50
being indie
million,
is
right,
pretty
dog?
nuts.
Have you where did you see 50 million?
Oh, I just Googled it for fun.
Also,
Yeah.
why does Best Family Game get 6 nominees, whereas almost everything else gets 5?
Oh, I didn't know about that. That's funny.
Well, here's Sonic. Best mobile game.
Oh no! There isn't a thing. There's nothing here about you can't have 2 from the same franchise because the 2 Lego games in that, Lego Party and Lego Voyagers. So you can have 2 from the same franchise. Was Ragebound? Fuck you.
Is there no way
Maybe
to
in that
skip a
case-
voting
I
category if you don't know what to vote for? Damn.
You can't. I skip it.
Oh, there is
I
a way to
didn't-
skip?
I
Where's
didn't
that
vote
at?
at all.
Where's the skip option? Oh, next? I see.
Just press next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
if you want to like go past that.
I do have one more thing to say about Silent Hill F, which is it got nominated for Best Audio Design. I'm like, really? This game that can't even do the most basic of, hey, when we have this character who's like muttering to herself at the end of combat speak, how about we have her say that during the combat sound effects so she can't hear a fucking word she's saying? The audio design is dog shit. The only good thing it has going for it is the sound effects are fine, and I'm pretty sure that the Akira Yamaoka did the soundtrack. That's it. Like, why is it here for best sound design? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Well-
I mean, I'm sick of this broadly. Why can't we have the default for audio be 50? Why is it 100? Why do I have to turn everything else down to be able to hear the fucking dialogue? Why can't I just go, here's the bass level, I want to turn this thing up? Why can't I turn one thing up without turning everything else down? This is basic shit.
Reminds me of Dispatch. Everyone's talking at the same time. Well, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Whatever that, that's why I paused the game. That way I can listen to everybody. Are we done? Okay, let's keep playing. Whenever that happens. By the way, Snake, like, I guess it's a good thing for you to hear that it only got nominated for one thing then, like, because in your opinion, like,
No,
that's
it's 2, because it was narrative and sound design.
Oh, it did get narrated. Now, my bad. 2 things only.
It didn't deserve either of them.
And I do think it's really funny that me and a dog cannot argue whatsoever because we did not play the game. But I'm pretty sure the comment section is going to have a field day with you. If they get this far.
If you want to disagree with me, that's fine. It's okay to be wrong.
I can't
Just
believe
consider
I've
that you are in fact wrong.
Yeah. That's how I feel. See, I'm glad that Snake has my energy with that kind of stuff. It's like, you can either agree with me or you can be wrong. Like, I feel so adamantly about this. By the way, I did want to say earlier, when Snake defended me on that point, I was like, thank you, Snake. You feel like my stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm like, go, Snake. Explain my point in better technical terms.
I'm the new stand Crazy Talk.
Crazy what?
I'm co-opting it from Pat. That's what Crazy Talk is now. He just comes in and just rambles for a bit and goes, hey, listen, let me explain what dog meant.
I would name you Logical End, because you end the argument with logical means. You end the opponent through logic. Logical end! Go! I don't know. Because that's an actual term, right? Like a logical end? Or, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we should stop the Game Awards topic, not because it's not fun. I have a lot of fun with this. It's just that it's going to be very outdated. We're just here talking about things that's already happened in the future.
More like the lame awards.
I'm excited for them to announce.
Jeff, if Silent Hill F wins any award, I'm going to come to your house. I'm not, but I'm going to pretend to.
It's not going to, though.
I'll green screen myself in front of your the Game Awards office and pretend I've gone there.
Content
You won't
creator
like what
video-
you won't
peanut.
like. You won't like what.
It's not going to win anything, though, unfortunately.
Cut the
Well,
space, not
not
funny.
unfortunately, because what was it called? Narratively speaking, there's just too many good ones.
So wait, Valorant didn't come out this year. Why is Valorant allowed to be
Oh, that's because that's the which award are you on?
like best esports? But I'm like, it's not from this year. Why is it allowed?
No, esports doesn't fucking matter. That doesn't matter the game. League of Legends didn't come out
What-
this year.
what-
It's
the
just
why-
the
why?
esports that happened this year.
Oh my god.
It's like football wasn't invented this year, but the esports can still happen. If you know what I mean? It's yeah.
Oh, Sonic
What-
Fox is
dog-
not included as one of the esports athletes. Damn.
Well, there isn't anything that substantial. Well, did he
Well, the
wait?
Meta
Did he
RD.
win this year?
You're my boy.
Well, the thing is, dog, esports is way bigger than fighting game FGC stuff, unfortunately.
Shut your dirty lying mouth right now.
Oh, I'm not kidding at all. You look
No,
up
you're
the
right.
stats
I'm
of
just
the
being
newest League of
sarcastic. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like,
Best
have you seen
esports
how many people
team.
watch the League of Legends like esports? Okay, but my point is, like, let's move on before we like get distracted. I know y'all want to do some of the Q&A, so I think we should move on to the next topic.
I don't.
By the way, okay, in that case, I think you'll be more interested in knowing that there is like teasers on like what Rogue is gonna do in Marvel Rivals, right? I think you guys will be more interested in that.
Hell yeah.
While we were recording, this came out just then, by the way. So I was like snippet, like looking at it, and Rogue is a tank. Oh, I'm sorry, a Vanguard.
Yeah, no
I mean,
shit.
duh.
You can tell from her fucking back muscles. Obviously, she's gonna
Yeah,
be a tank.
she's as tall as like Doctor Strange. It seems like.
Oh, they like
She's
released
got-
the video of her or no? Like any gameplay?
This is a dev talk, so it's like yes, there's some gameplay, and the dev is talking about like what's her play style, blah blah blah. She's got like yeah, she's gonna be like a
Grandmaster.
tank. I know her ultimate is like she's gonna constantly be able to like suck the energies out of the opponents around her and
Suck.
take their ultimate charge or something.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
fun way to
that's-
incorporate her powers. Okay.
That's-
Yeah.
And also, she's able to steal a character's ability. So they showcase her stealing Doctor Strange, and then she can use this Doctor Strange shield, stealing Loki.
Oh my
and now
god,
she
so
can put her
good.
lamp
Nice ass
down.
shot, by the way, Coomers. Thank you for always cooming in this game. The developers are so aware
been-
of the memes. Like, do you see Venom's fucking butt wiggle with the tutu? Good lord.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They turned
Yes,
Venom
Emma
into a
has a new
literal
ability
candy
for
ass.
you.
That was my friend's joke.
Showing the team ups as well. Emma's been moved to Luna and Iron Fist.
She gets an
Oh,
ice
she's got
wall.
like an ice wall. Hell yeah.
That means you can
Sil-
literally
so-
kill
yeah, so
anybody
the one with
like anywhere.
Psylocke got moved to the one with Cloak and Dagger and Hawkeye, so her and Emma's is gone, which is a
Yes.
shame because that was a cool one. And
it's kinda
so now
cool.
they've got Rogue. She's sharing the one with Gambit and take Magneto out of it.
Yes, people in the comments are like saying that's nasty. You put Magneto with there in there. That's nasty.
He's so obnoxious. Like, why is he? I mean, Gambit's so overtuned, but like, pairing him up with Magneto makes it just fucking unfun. Like the skins have been great, but the actual gameplay for the season has been like the worst it's been because there are some really obnoxious characters and team ups.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully they reorganize that.
It's cool that Jeff's Winter Splash Festival is coming back. Yeah. Oh, yo, new Christmas skins.
Wait, what? Oh, they announced it or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let me see.
Daredevil's got the Christmas jumper that says "I'm not Daredevil."
I'm not Daredevil. That's so cute.
I love how.
Who was the?
Sorry, I'm watching the developer video, and I love
Yeah,
how
me
they
too.
realized that not enough players understand that Emma's entire point of her kick ability is knocking people into walls. So they gave her an ability to just make a frost wall, like the Mortal Kombat 1
Yeah.
cameo. Like, here you go, idiots, because you don't seem to understand. The entire point is to kick them into a wall. Here you go.
Who's the wood? What do they call that? The doll.
The Nutcracker.
Nutcracker. Thank you. Who's the Nutcracker?
I'm not sure. I can see that they got Bucky and Squirrel Girl there.
Yes. Oh my gosh! A new Cloak and Dagger skin again. Stop!
Is
Stop!
It can't be Tony, can it? As the Nutcracker.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I mean,
You got some like glowy bits. So it could be those arc reactors.
I mean, Star-Lord, but Tony does sound more likely now that you put it that way.
Yeah, it's Star-Lord because it's the logo, but the leaf, like the logo for the Guardians, is there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
Then Penny's got a snowman mech.
Penny's
There's
mech is kind of cute.
A beautiful one for Cloak and Dagger. And
Yes,
then
I'm like,
Jeff's Jeff's from last year has new colors as well.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Like, did you see that they're like because there's a new comic and they're gonna release another new Cloak and Dagger skin? I'm like, stop! Holy
Looks pretty
shit,
good, though.
dude!
As a Cloak and Dagger main, I
That's
approve.
the annoying thing.
There's also
I'm
something going on at Times Square where you can go to the burger place.
Oh,
And something happens.
oh, that's what it says.
Hell-
Waffle House.
Hell
That
yeah.
Groot outfit looks incredible.
That's not Groot. That's Penny's robot.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, because Groot got one last year. The like,
Yes, you
abominable
got the
snowman
legendary.
I mean,
Christmas.
Penny got one this year, like a
Hopefully
month
not.
ago.
Yes, well, Penny deserves more because
One. No, I don't mean like literally a costume. I mean the fact that he had a winter one last year.
Oh,
so
I see,
Yeah.
I
He
see.
doesn't need to get another one.
Good point, sorry.
So she
Penny's
gets
robot
one
does look really
this year.
cute. It's kind of annoying because it's like we got the new like anniversary event, and I'm like, fucking A, you get the Cloak and Dagger skin next like coming up, and I don't want to, but I have to waste this like currency before the 18th. Damn it, what am I wasting it on?
Is Rogue release date revealed or no?
Yeah. It's this
The
Friday.
12th.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
12th.
yeah.
She's coming out very soon.
Isn't that very similar to when the physical copy of MK Legacy is arriving?
Legacy collection? I think so. Yeah.
I mean,
good
when it
God.
arrives for you, I don't know if me in the UK is going to get it by then.
Well, you're not a real country, so it's fine.
Wow.
Just kidding.
To your stand,
But
dog.
given the state of it, I can't really argue with that. But then again, yours isn't either, dog. As long as you acknowledge that yours isn't either, then we're good
How
to go.
dare you? Our company is such a big deal that even when we just buy stuff, it's a big deal.
Company, your company is
No, our
it?
country is such a big deal that when our companies buy something, it's like world news. But I'm just
Yeah,
teasing.
he called it a company twice. He called America a company twice.
No, our country. I think I said country
You
the
said
second time.
company.
I think I did. Well, our country is so big
No,
that
you
when our
didn't.
companies
No,
buy something
Sonic,
in the country.
Sonic, Future Sonic, show that clip.
No,
Replay.
don't do it like that, Future Sonic. Don't do me that dirty. No, our country is such a big deal that when our companies buy something, it's like world news. No, I think the second time I said the country's companies. It's like the companies
No.
in the country. But
We'll
I don't
see.
think you did.
anyway, beside the point. I was just teasing anyway. Of course, Europe and the UK is a very lovely area and a country and whatnot. Or if is it a country or is it like a conglomerate? What do you call a group of stuff? Like a UN? I don't know.
I don't know. It's not important, right?
No, it's not. My ignorance as an American, it folds in on itself like a neutron star.
That's your user, by the way, Snake, the one you've been defending.
Don't fucking forget where you came from, dog. You came from us.
That's a dangerous game you're playing. It's a dangerous game you're playing.
We've been political enough
But
in this
yeah.
podcast today already, so that's
That means
ended off with,
we're your responsibility. So you better blame yourself for everything negative then too.
So I thought you moved out when you were 16 and thought you could handle things on your own, and you just couldn't.
Well, to be fair, it's more like we left the house, but then like you tried to come into our new house, and then we destroyed you. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I don't know.
We did set your new house on fire, and then you had to paint it white to cover the burn marks.
That's true. I heard about that. My buddy was trying to
Did you know
gaslight
that-
me into
did you
saying
know
that
that,
Canada
Sonic?
did that. That was pretty funny.
Did you know that, Sonic? That's why the White House is white.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't. Maybe no.
Oh, Oh, yeah, I think I've heard
I think
that
it was.
before.
I think it was after the revolution. There's like another small conflict, and we burned it, almost burned it down. So they painted it white.
Yeah.
That's why.
My buddy who lives in Canada was trying to gaslight me
When I say
into saying
we, I
Canada
wasn't
did
there.
that. And I'm like, no, every source I can find says that's not Canada that did that.
No, it is funny how close America and Canada have come to war on numerous occasions. Like America planned to go through Canada to invade us after World War One. It's called War Plan Blue. It's really funny because they're going to go through Canada to cut us off from one of our allies, and Canada. The only reason it didn't happen was because tensions in Europe led to World War Two kicked off, and so that's why they didn't go through with it. Like if World War Two never happened, if Hitler had stayed in his fucking lane or had died in the First War, do you know Hitler almost died in the First World War?
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, because he almost died because he had like a mustache and he had to shave it shorter so he could fit his gas mask on. Otherwise, he would have died in the trenches. It would have been really funny if he did, but then that would have led to America actually going through with War Plan Blue potentially. And it's like, damn,
Alternate history.
could have been better, could have been worse. Who knows?
I thought he even did get mustard gassed a little bit, but he just didn't die from it. I thought he got hit with the mustard gas. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was a victim of mustard gas, but he just didn't die. So he very easily could have been done in there. It could have been it. Or his painting career just could have taken off, as everyone likes to joke. Oh yeah, this before and after mustache is funny.
Okay, so basically,
Very off topic.
Yeah.
Most combat kings ever of segues. We're good at that. Hey, history is fun though. History is interesting. I'll say that much.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like this isn't like a not interesting topic, but I am saying like you guys, we want to talk about some
Q&A.
other Q&A stuff. But at the same, by the way, remember the thing I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast, some of our own topics. Well, I feel like remember that thing the Future Sonic wanted to do. So yeah, because the topic was, are there any interesting things that happened in Chapter 15? Like why did I talk about it so long? I actually wanted to share this clip with you guys a while back, but I felt like it'd be fun to just share it on the podcast. Just something kind of interesting here. So let me just show a clip from my video and you both can just watch it.
After your character thanks Titan Katana with a warm smile, Katana will get tackled, and your character will have a face of disgust, dread, disappointment.
This is a good meme format.
I'm glad you I'm glad you say that because I went through basically like 20 characters to get all those reactions, and I was actually thinking one time like, what if I just posted all these to you guys if you guys ever want to do like a thumbnail or something like that, because I had to like go through hook mod into the story mode and have like every single character doing like what their reaction is to Katana like getting like like tackled by Geras essentially.
Get tackled by Garrus. Is it Garrus that tackles him?
Pretty sure it's like a
I
alternate version of
never
Geras.
noticed who it was that tackles him.
It's pretty hard to see, but yeah.
I think it is Dark Geras.
I think it, yeah.
That's the
what
only
I
W
remember.
Garrus
Yeah,
gets in all of story mode.
Yeah, you can tell because
Well, no.
he's like a black and gold armor. It would have
Yeah.
been funny if it was Raiden.
It's funny how
Also-
I almost said Devora. It's funny how Ashura's eyes are like solid black, so it's really hard to tell where she's even looking in the first place. But I have a
I noticed
mod
that
that,
blender
makes her
in
look
the
like
model when I
different,
do
and she
that.
has eyes with my mod. So
Oh, so like more like the 3D era, like Ashura.
Yeah.
Anyways, the point I sent this clip was because I thought like, oh, like you said, meme potential. If you ever want to use it for the thumbnail, I did like go through every single character and like get their reactions of like the disgust face and looking back and whatnot. But also, that's how much fucking detail I look through in these cutscenes, and also because it's real-time cutscenes, so that means I can use hook mod to like look around shit and whatnot. So in my video you will actually see a lot more close-up details of things the game probably didn't want you to be seeing and stuff like that. It's like, what's going on in the background over there? I can't really infer, but what I can do is use the hook mod and just fly over there. Oh, okay, Kenshi, you're screaming like a tiger like while you're fighting hand-to-hand combat and stuff like that, caught on 4K and whatnot. So just a little bit of a tease of, like, what's to come,
That's all, folks.
essentially. Yes, so if you guys want to know how the progress is going for my Chapter 15 video, which, like I said earlier, it's about 50 minutes of it is complete, so around halfway of it done.
Gotcha. Nice.
But anything else new going with you guys in terms of content?
Yeah, I mean, I got the design back for my Chronica if y'all want to see it. My comic book artist did a really quick draft of like Chronica, and he colored it recently. I added some
Nice.
details because, to my knowledge, I think Chronica has slight gold on her hands, like her fingertips and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
So I made 2 versions that are a bit different. Did y'all want to see the Chronica?
Yeah, sure.
I've been photoshopping it a little bit as we were talking in the podcast because when he first sent me the drawing, she was way too tall. He loves his tall broads. She was way too tall, and also,
I mean, if she's gonna be above the gods, it makes sense for her to be tall.
well, in my version of the story, she's not. She's just like her own separate being. Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, it always bugs me that Raiden is more than a head taller than Cetrion.
Yeah.
I know Raiden's 7 feet tall, but she's an elder god. She should be bigger than him, especially with her high heels on.
Listen, Snake, she's just our little shorty.
Oh, I see what you're drawing on. 'Cause that one other time you see in one of the endings, I think it's Shang Tsung's or Scorpion's. Like you see another.
It's Shang Tsung's. Yeah, there's that starry lady. Yeah.
Ah.
I sent a bunch of
very
different
cute.
reference images to the artist because I detailed in full, like a whole page describing the look and how I wanted him to incorporate the images, and he did a pretty good job. I wanted to tone down the crazy shoulder armor she had because it's just way too tall in my opinion, and it looks ridiculous. I wanted to show off more of her glassy skin because that's like one of the coolest things about her, in my opinion, is that she has like the hourglassy skin, but you barely see it. I wanted her legs to be more visible because, come on, if you're going to have the grippers out and give her those cool like leg details, then actually show the legs. My version added the gold hands, but I think I added too much gold. I just realized because I think it's just her fingertips that have the gold. But
Yeah, I think here it kind of looks a bit like gloves, especially when you look below. It looks like socks. So
I may remove
think
the
it's
feet for
something that
sure.
needs to be reined in
Yeah.
a bit. Like limit it down to like just the digits, maybe a little further in or something. But
yeah, because I do like
I
having
think
some gold there because it ties back to her center. Otherwise, only the center of her outfit has gold, and it feels kind of unbalanced. So I like the idea of like the edges of her having some gold, but I should just probably do the very edges, like the grip is, like just the
The
tootsies.
grip is.
might be worth considering having the lips be a different color. As
Well, I did
like
with one
gold
of them. The
or
original, they're
glass.
like purple in his original draft, and then in mine, I made them more human colored with the gold hands. They're more like normal lip color. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks very cool. I agree. I think the grippers being gold does look a little weird though. So
She looks
I
too
agree
King
with
Midas.
version one.
Yeah.
I will say I think that you might consider making her like curvier, so she
I
has
will.
an hourglass figure.
Hourglass, is that the joke?
I will try. The issue is like it's really easy to get away with that by accident. It is very funny. I get your joke. Sorry, I get the joke. I'm just in art mode, so my comedy sensor is tuned down. Because I was seriously considering that. Because she was really narrow when he first gave me the artwork. I really stretched her out to be like a normal thickness. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. Because in my version of the story, for anyone wondering why I even have this, I just realized I didn't explain to the audience what this even is, I don't think. I have a future video plan called like fixing the worst Mortal Kombat character. Because in my mind, Chronica really
Nice.
is. I think her story is bad. I think her plot is bad. Like her origin is dumb. I think her design is bad. Her design is probably the worst of them because no one's even cosplaying her. I found one cosplay of Chronica, and it was like a bald black woman who was probably already bald. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you're not going to want to cosplay a bald character. So the first thing I did was give her hair. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that person's never going to cosplay Chronica again because now they can cosplay Jade.
There you go.
You just had to do. You just had to take the joke. You just had to.
Because it
just
looks
had to take
silly.
the joke.
It looks silly in the movie. Come on. And look. If they don't want us making fun of it, maybe they should have put the film out so we'd actually know what the explanation is. But they didn't do that. Therefore, it's okay to make fun of them for it.
Oh, yeah. I look for
No, I
any
mean
reason
like
to roast
I feel a
the...
bit more rude that you're making fun of the black cosplay lady.
I'm not making fun of her.
Yeah, Snake, you're so mean to make
You're
fun of
saying like
that
now
black
she can
cosplay
do
lady.
it. Her, because she's bald and black. Ha ha.
No, because she has a better design to go for. That's easy if she's already bald.
Oh, I think Sonic is well aware that he's taking you out of context now. Like he is absolutely being a deviant.
Ah.
I'm
she's
helping him
malicious.
explain it. I'm hoping he can help himself explain the situation.
Pulling one of those.
Anyways, great design by the way. Snake, what's you been up to? Wait, shit. Sorry, I just completely cucked dog there. You were saying about Mortal Kombat, your video, the Mortal Kombat 11 video.
That I'm making right now, like the one about
Yes.
Kronika. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil everything, I guess. Although I might as well, because I think the audiences that watch this are very different than the audiences that watch my normal content. But basically, I redid everything. I redid everything, not just her appearance. I also changed her role in the story. I changed her relationship to other characters. She's no longer the mother of Cetrion. That's a separate character. Cetrion's still an elder god. Kronika is not her mother anymore. Kronika is no longer evil either. She's more like a neutral third party, but the villains have learned about her hourglass and her powers and have plotted to kill her, and she can see the future. So she's like, damn, I fall if I fight them. I can't take them all. So she goes to the heroes for help, even though wait, Snake's not here. Oh, there he is, down below.
No, he's just depressed.
Why is he depressed? Because you're asking him a question and then cut him off?
I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like it's the question just then. That made him a
Snake,
bit
can you hear
depressed.
me?
I'm sure he can.
Because I know Snake appreciates story like just as much as everyone, so I don't want him to miss my little story idea.
He's got the headset.
I'll be quick, Snake. I'll be quick. So, basically, I thought it'd be more fun if Kronika's child was Garrus. Like, he's just literally her son now.
Oh.
And
okay.
she has to join Raiden to help defend her from the villains coming, right? But she doesn't like that because she already hates Raiden for resetting time once. She thinks that was way out of line. He shouldn't have done that. So she already has a bitterness towards Raiden, but she's trying to keep it in check. Basically, I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if another tournament happens? Like maybe because like this big fight's happening, and it's almost like another Armageddon. So the Elder Gods step in and go, no, everyone, we have a way to decide who the hourglass goes to and who will inherit like Kronika's powers. We're having a new tournament, and
Okay.
Kronika's allowed to compete. Raiden's allowed to compete, but they all get nerfed, of course, to not be like immortal anymore. Like Shao
Yeah.
Kahn can compete, and I thought it'd be cool if the reason they learn about Kronika in the first place is because they kidnap Shinnok's head, and in exchange for restoring his body, he tells them where Kronika is. And that's how they even learn about it in the first place. Because who else would know outside of the Elder Gods? And
True. If she never exposed herself, yeah.
yeah, so that's why like it's always, and also because canonically we shouldn't have Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 11. That's why they even had to make a loophole in Aftermath that he's in some pocket dimension. So I thought, well, we don't have a sorcerer, so let's bring back Shinnok, because otherwise they're both dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty much my plot. And I thought that'd be pretty neat if that's how the game plays out. And there's some big twists I haven't revealed yet in this podcast that will happen in my video. So if you want to check it out. Yeah.
Seems like a fun video. I'm excited. I remember you've always wanted to make a video like this with me before, so I'm excited you're finally going to do it.
Oh, yeah. The video with you was going to be even bigger. I was going to retell my entire original story for MK11 because I didn't know they were going to introduce a new character. I thought they were just going to keep going off X because I'm an idiot. And unlike Snake, I didn't recognize the patterns right away that they never stick with what they foreshadow. I had a whole idea for MK11 being about a three-way war, and that was going to be the entire premise. That's a whole separate thing.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that. It also reminds me a little bit of your Sindel redesign video, although this time you're also not just talking about redesign, you're going to talk about plot too. So I'm excited to see this.
Oh, yeah. I hope it does better than the Sindel one, too, because that one kind of crashed and burned because it's nothing like what I normally make. Yeah.
But at least you made a video that's
That I could be proud of. That I
exactly.
could like.
That's what I was trying to. That was what I was trying to say. I referenced your artwork in my Sindel video, by the way, when talking about like, look at all these shitty designs and look at all these amazing remakes, like and fan arts. And your artwork was in my video when I mentioned that.
Thanks.
I got an idea for a cool little aesthetic thing you could do with her. You know, in that one intro at Cetrion where when she steps, like grass sprouts out from where she steps. Imagine that for Kronika, but where she steps, the ground either turns to sand, or if it's on sand, the sand turns to glass.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. That'd be very fun. I thought I even had like random ideas. Like I wouldn't obviously include this in the script or anything, but I like to daydream. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if the first person she fights in the tournament is a complete jobber like Kano? And she just rocks his shit. And I thought, well, what would happen in that fight? I imagine that Kano would like open with a knife toss, and she would just flick it, and it would rewind and go back at him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" He just like dodge his own knife.
Rewind, Zelda style. Ding.
And she could say some badass line like,
dog,
"You lose this fight
dog."
because you've already lost this fight." Because she knows the future.
Oh, but you can't do that. You can't have characters use their abilities in cutscene fights.
Fuck!
You have to just fight in martial arts.
Fuck.
Well, maybe like a small bit, like before the fight starts and then gameplay starts. She gets to use one ability like that, and then gameplay
yeah, she launches it back at him, and then he's like, oh. Then he manages to he does his cannonball to getting close, and then it's just hand to hand for the rest of it until like she knocks him back, and he goes, oh. Then he has some kind of quick transition into gameplay, and then at the end of the fight, he's just like, just dead. Or alternatively, he gets back to his feet, goes to attack, and she just freezes him, and that's it.
Yeah, because I will mention how, even in my Chronica review many moons ago, right, probably like 2 years ago, I did say that one thing I like about Chronica is that she's not a physically imposing boss for like the first time ever. She's not like, I'm going to be bigger than you and whatever. I like how she doesn't even touch you for like 90% of her attacks. She's using magic and never even laying a hand on you. I like that.
She floats.
I would like her to incorporate that in a cutscene if, of course this will never happen because my version of Chronica is not canon and I'm not going to have anybody animate it. That sounds like it would take forever. But yeah, I love the idea that she doesn't actually touch people. So I also thought it'd be funny if she pulled I don't know if you'll ever like saw the fight between Spider-Man when he had the Captain Universe powers and he fought Venom. That's such a niche reference. I don't know if anyone knows what Spider-Man does in that fight, but when he grabs a hold of Venom just instantly grows a beard because it's like implied that he aged Venom to like senior citizen just by touching him. And Venom goes, "Uncle," and like surrenders. I thought it'd be funny if she did that to Kano. She just touches him and he's like, "Oh!" It gets like gray, and she just drops him. And it's like, damn, Chronica's about that shit.
This is better. The Inkling thing was like, what's it in Marina?
Just a touch. Yes, just a touch of reference there, basically. Yes, I think that I like this a bit more.
Yeah, I don't want to remove too much because then you don't even notice it. But I think that this is more fun because it ties into her crown. It's the same shade of gold. Also, random funny thing, real quick before we move on. I noticed that. Did y'all notice that Chronica has this stupid circle on the middle of her costume, like the little metal circle? And it's just blank.
Yes.
It's like they wanted to put something there, but couldn't decide, and so it's just a blank fucking circle. I think if you zoom in real close, there's tiny etches on it, but they don't mean anything.
I wonder if either it was going to be she was going to have her own amulet, or if she was going to get Raiden's amulet. I suppose that came from her.
Makes sense. Instead of putting a crown on, she would have put like the amulet on.
Yeah, one potential. Yeah, I could imagine they did that. Then we thought, but if it's an amulet, that's too similar to what MKX had, where everyone's after Shinnok's amulet. So, but here's a thought: what if Cetrion's amulet from the crypt was that repurposed?
Interesting.
Also Raiden's amulet could be the thing because he doesn't have it in the game, and it's never explained why. You don't even notice that it's gone. So I wonder if perhaps in an earlier draft, that was going to be the case.
Interesting
Maybe.
idea.
100%. I mean, that's a good idea. You're giving them a lot of credit. I think it's just that MK11 costumes, for the most part, are very directionless. They don't have any central theme that they tie around, and they're just like, they're generic Marvel movie, like superhero costumes, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I know we go back to it, but like Katana's default is such a nothing. Like, I don't even get what the focus is supposed to be. I'm like, what is Katana's outfit even supposed to be?
Yeah, then the latest game isn't much better. Katana and Sindel both have that issue. Melina's, you can kind of see something, but it does kind of have the issue that a lot of the characters dress a bit too similar. And then you got the fact that, design aspects that everybody has, like the open-toed shoes. Like, why does everybody have that? Why do all the women have high heels? What is going on?
Yep. I think we've had this discussion before, so maybe it's not worth repeating, but you and I think, both mentioned in a past video that whenever they like have a design change for the games, they all tie together when they shouldn't, because these characters are from different planets. So their outfits should not still have a unifying theme, and they tend to. Like in MK11, you can see like a lot of the central stuff tying outfits together, like the stupid swirly pattern on the legs where it starts at the hips and rotates around to the inside of the shin. Almost every character has that. Even the Outworlders, and you're like,
yeah. and then in one you're like, okay, well, it's like, well, here's all these characters with open-toe shoes. Okay, well, the Royals and Li Mei and Tanya and Xiao and Reiko. Okay, so it's an Outworld thing. Well, no, because Serena's got it too, and she's from the Netherrealm.
Yeah.
And also it's a thing with Havoc, who is from Chaos Realms. Like, if they're using to set up the idea that this is a very hot climate in Outworld, sure. that's not a bad idea. It's just the way things are in this timeline. But it's like, no, it's just a thing that a lot of characters have. Why? Why do so many characters have this?
It was all for you, Snake.
And it's not even consistent across certain realms. Like Ashra doesn't do that, but Serena does, it's such a weird thing to have. Like the only explanation I can think of is someone on the art team genuinely either is into feet or just likes drawing them.
I think it was for you, Snake.
I can't think of any other reason.
I think they're scared of your critiques, and they know you like the feet, so they gave everyone feet, and they're like, he will leave us alone now. He will be pleased.
You're the one who just spent the last 10 minutes like lovingly editing Kronika's toes.
That's
That
not
was
true.
you, not me.
That's not true. I just went over it real quick with a little black brush and a mask layer. I just masked it, that's all. I like how the background of these kind of goes. I took a generic MK11 background and I just put a filter on it to make it look a bit more stylized, but not too much so that she still pops. I guess it works.
Her position is actually really good because you see the part where the rock is like glowing or where it may have been cut or something like an energy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like she's like doing this and the energy's coming up behind her hand.
Yeah, like
Like
it's
it looks like
absorbing
she's
into her.
done that just now.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yank. Yeah, because I just love the idea. Ever since I learned that Blaze is like a neutral third-party character and actually more leans towards good, I kind of want Kronika to be that. You know, a final boss that's not evil. And she doesn't even look evil, to be fair, so nobody would think she is with my design.
The closest you got to that was in Aftermath when it was Team Raiden versus Kronika, but then it was Team Raiden, Team Shang Tsung, and Team Kronika as like 3 teams. It was like, oh, we got a villain group and a stupider villain group, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But there was the 3 sides there, basically.
Whoever
I had this
wins,
weird thought.
we lose. Weird thought.
Think about every final boss in the series, other than from the spin-off games, just from the mainline series. Shang Tsung, Shao Kahn, Shinnok, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, Onaga, Blaze, Dark Khan, Shao Kahn, Shinnok, corrupted Shinnok, Kronika, Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is the only one who has hair.
What?
Bald battle.
Oh,
He's the only final boss in the series, unless you count Kano from Special Forces, who has hair. Like Shinnok might under his hat, but we've never seen that, so we don't know. And so like Shao Kahn is bald, Kronika's bald, Blaze is bald, Onaga's bald. Well, unless that tuft of hair he has is his hair, not just part of his helmet. So the Dragon Man might have hair. We don't know.
question: do you count Aftermath and Chaos Reigns? Because in Aftermath, the final boss is either Shang Tsung or Liu Kang.
Liu
That
Kang's
is
the most
fair.
evil of all.
But you're not wrong about Havoc, by the way, because Havoc is bald in Chaos Reigns.
Everyone keeps forgetting that, like, everyone keeps telling me I forgot to include Havoc in my, like, review of all the different bosses in a tier list. And I'm like, guys, I don't consider him a boss because he's not an arcade ladder or anything. He's just in story mode.
I just don't care enough about Chaos Reigns. I'm sorry,
That too.
guys.
I will say they made him more interesting than they had to. I will say that. He does more than I would have thought he does as a boss. Like, he explodes, has that stupid
does
Shinnok beam from MKX. Yeah.
Yeah. But sorry, I don't know if you, because that was Dog's part of the stuff. I was wondering if Snake wanted to talk about his content too.
Yeah.
Lately I've just had like not as much time to work on stuff. I don't know what it is. I think because I'm more consistently playing Rivals with friends every night.
Oh,
There you go.
So I don't have as much time to work on videos. I was considering working on one about Cary Tagawa, but then I just realised there's not really a lot to really say about him that I couldn't just say on the podcast. I don't think there's really much more to say about that. So
You do have a
just-
short idea, right? Because it seems like you
yes,
were hinting at that. Okay.
So yeah, I did do a short about this MK4 guide and how some of the bios are in it. But the funny thing is, I posted a screenshot from that of Tanya, but it says likes boys. I made a joke like, guys, they wokeified it. Tanya was just into boys, now she's into girls too. You know, and like it's got like 1.6k likes somehow.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, so I think some people thought I was being serious, despite the all caps and the bad spelling and mixing up by and by.
That was awesome.
Fortunately, most people are taking it as the joke it is. But the guy who wrote the guide saw that, and so I had a little back and forth. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So I had a little back and forth with him, and he might be looking into going over the bios and figuring out what his thought process was. Because I asked him a couple of questions and he answered them.
Oh wow.
So
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
I think
really
it's-
cool.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to wait on releasing that until I get those answers,
that-
because that's worth including.
Is that public on
By the way-
Twitter or is it DMs?
Twitter. Just
By
public.
the way, Dog, and also the audience, just for clarification, Snake had a picture of that. However, Snake also made a short video talking about all the bios and all the characters
Yeah.
and all their like new lore details and how like a majority of them are just wrong.
Yeah. So that's where I might be able to get some new information from this guy. It remains to be seen. So I'm going to hold off on releasing that.
That'd be very cool,
and-
actually.
Yeah. I started working on, well, not started working on, I got back to an old script today, is I'm bringing back cover to cover. Where I would.
Cover.
Yeah, which is. I don't blame you for not remembering. There's 2 episodes, and the last one was 3 years ago. It's the show where I'd look at a classic comic cover, and then go over all the tributes to it. So like I did Amazing Fantasy 15, and then
I
did one for
see.
Spawn. So I've always been meaning to come back to it, just never got around to it. There's a lot of ones. I've collected assets for a few of them, and editing's super easy. So I really should get back to it. But this one
know-
is about. Go on.
I was just gonna say you might be interested in the Dispatch comic cover because that's just a gigantic reference to like the X-Men Beach cover that people have been bringing up. You might be interested in that.
There's even some ones like Marvel Rivals, like some of the sprays you can get are references. Like when they did Dark Phoenix, they did a spray, which is a reference to one cover, and then her emotes is a reference to another cover of a Dark Phoenix. Like that was so cool.
That's
so I'm
cool.
gonna, so I should get back into doing that show. But this one is about Fate, because the end credits for Fate Zero, it's a different piece of art or a statue is the inspiration for the image shown for each character. So it's like, one is of Artoria killing Mordred, and that's based on a particular image of Arthur killing Mordred. So I'm talking about those, as well as a few art pieces that Fate Grand Order has that are based on real art, and like just discussing that a bit. And so this one's getting a bit more into a bit more analytical, particularly with the lesser set, compared to the other one. The other one would be like, oh, Amazing Fantasy 15 was referenced by this cover or this cover, and just kind of listed them off.
Cool.
Whereas here I'm a bit more analytical as to why these things were done, which is hopefully people will like this video. It's probably not going to do so well because it's not MK or
Yeah.
or DC or Marvel. So
But it's a
Yeah,
video you're proud of.
yeah, and also I've started doing a bit more writing again. Like a few within the last few months, I put out a new chapter of MK Chronicles, which was basically a post-Armageddon conflict between Cyrax's team of like freed cyborgs going against Sector's Tekkunin, which also includes Frost, and the female version of Sector and Cyrax as like separate characters.
I see.
And
You're
that ended up
incorporating
being the
them into
longest
story.
chapter of MK Chronicles to date. It outpaces the Superstars life story, which tells the full life story of Johnny Cage. Somehow, it's longer than that one. It's really funny.
Interesting. This is kind of off topic, by the way, but for my own video, I read your Johnny Cage Chronicle episode.
Oh no!
You horny bastard.
What?
I need to read it. Oh, it has the Kano steamy relationship, I bet.
It's Dog. Don't you know the Janet Cage like ship that Snake loves?
Yeah, Sonya Kano.
All I gotta say is you horny bastard.
Oh,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
that
Very
fiendish laugh is wild.
Yes, it may or may not also appear in my chapter 15 video. Anyways, so those are the exciting things, by the way, that you mentioned there. I also very enjoyed your video talking about the nationalities of the every Earthrealmer's nationality
Yes.
video. I thought that was very fun. Just like
Yeah,
I said,
I
playing
have-
GeoGuessr and MK.
Yeah, so in case anyone didn't watch, I did a cannonball on the nationalities of all the Earthrealm characters that are known, some that I worked out, So I was like, well, where's Scorpion from? It's never been stated. Here's my conclusion on that. And in the end, there were only like 7 characters I couldn't place. Though I did explain why I can't specifically place them, even though it's like, oh, Shujinko's clearly Japanese. Well, is he? We don't really know for sure. So there's that as well. Of course, there's also the video I did on Ultimate Mortal Kombat Deception. Brought back Fantastic for that.
Yes.
That was another good one. Fixing Mortal Kombat character selection screens. That one did 54k views, so I'll probably end up doing more like that in the future. I definitely want to cover Smash, because like Smash was really what made me want to do that.
Oh, you mean the Smash roster screen? I see.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'll see your like how you would fix it. And stuff.
The last video before that was, well, there was the DCKO fight outcomes one, which is wrong on every front because they didn't even have a proper tournament bracket, despite what that image suggested. Issue 2 is just weird, and a bunch of characters show up for one panel and then never show up again. They just die. And
unfortunate.
Yeah. So, and then the one before that was MKX's Biggest Loser. And so I want to do another the Injustice 2 one of those, and I did get a solution for that, which is in the mobile version, which you can play through the story mode on the mobile version, which was how I was originally going to do it. But yeah, I was originally going to do that to play through it when it first came out, but it was released so slow, I just never finished it and just waited till the complete edition of the game came out. But with that mobile game, you don't get to make a choice on who fights who in the team chapters.
Oh, that's how you're gonna see who was chosen during that fight or something.
Yeah. So some people suggested just looking at, because sometimes you can tell like this is clearly the one who has this fight because this character actually has an exchange, whereas this one is like, I'll say one line, then we'll fight. So one idea was to look over that. The other one is just to look at the mobile game and go, well, here's basically the canon fights, and just use that, which is probably a simple way of doing it. I don't have the excuse with MK11, because MK Mobile does not have MK11 story mode, so I'll have to work that out. So I'll be like, okay, so we have the fights between these two versions of Liu Kang, and it's like, well, this Liu Kang has this many potential fights, this Liu Kang has this many fights, but then Aftermath is like, well, then we have the new versions of those same versions, and I have to figure out how many fights they've had, and it's just be a complete mess.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, that's the one that like. I feel like if I took a year off to make that one, people would understand. Because that's going to be a mess.
Oh, you understand my pain of making that Mortal Kombat 11 tier list video now. Or even recently, the Mortal Kombat 1 one.
That Mortal Kombat tier list video was wild because I tried to I realized, man, I cannot casually watch this while doing something else. Like, just the tier names alone were so confusing, Sonic. I'm like, okay, Kate Haley in a wheelchair, that's just the best. I get that.
Yes.
What? What is this one? Is this one better than this one? I mean, it's top to bottom, but this tier name doesn't even make sense to me. Which is funny, because you start the video by saying, guys, I promise this is the tier list that makes the most sense to me. That's why I arranged it this way. And I'm like, to be inside Sonic's brain, if this is what makes the most sense to him.
What's it called? Setting the tiers up, not the names. The names is just memes, basically.
Guys, I'm autistic. Be kind to me. That's basically what it is.
Speaking of autism, they just dropped the Rogue trailer.
What?
They just dropped the Rogue gameplay trailer. Should we react to it? Or
I was going to say we could watch that after the episode. I did watch it, and holy shit.
You watched it already? You son of a bitch. I purposely didn't watch it so we can watch it together. Snake, don't watch it. You know what? I'm deleting it. I'm hiding it. I can't trust you guys.
Okay, we'll watch it.
He's already watching it. The bad. He clicked it. I saw him reach to click it like Hassan Piker reached to shock his dog. I saw him do it.
We cannot bring up Hassan Piker twice.
I saw him lean in
guys,
and
please
reach.
Stop.
Shock
He's
shock
right.
his dog. He can't stop.
I also recently put out another Fire Emblem story, which was basically about after the war, Dorothea is putting together that opera she mentions potentially doing, and so she's trying to get that made and has to go through some issues to get that done. That was a fun little short. The current story I'm working on is I'm finally getting back to MK Ronin, which is the samurai reimagining of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I've written a few scenes of that. You'll get to see more of Yukihime, who is the sister of the Sub-Zero equivalent. And I'm starting to piece together what these particular scenes will be for this one before I leave it again for another like five years before putting out chapter 3. So hopefully people will like this one. And there's also another character who's shown up in this reimagining. Not just characters from chapter 1, another character shown up. You might be able to guess who, maybe not. But someone showed up, and this character is not Japanese. They're not even reimagined as Japanese. They're still not Japanese. So, tune in for that.
I've already I remember reading that in Europe when I was on my Paris vacation. I was like, wow, this is really fun. The first chapter.
Fortunately, that first chapter does end in such a way where you can look at it and go, it's more just like a short story concept, like an origin story. It works fine. Yeah. This one remains to be seen if it can end the same way, but hopefully I can get 3 chapters done by the end of next year. Not 3 new ones, 3 overall.
Because I remember I read it and I was like, this is a pretty nice short story. You did open-ended it. Is obviously you can make more, but I'm also kind of fine with that just being 1 chapter. So I'm glad it's getting more.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Was there anything else? Well, I did get cut off while I was explaining what the Fates video exactly is, but it's fine. I can just wait for the video. Hope that should be out. Hopefully by this time next week, which we're recording this on Tuesday, so hopefully if you're seeing this, you'll probably only have to wait another couple of days before it comes out. And also, yes, the last couple of videos I did, I wasn't able to get them up for patrons early because of particular deadlines with sponsors, so this one will be up on Patreon early. Because sometimes they'll set a particular deadline, or sometimes it's like, oh, we're doing Black Friday sales. Well, I best get this video out as soon as possible then, so they can actually benefit from the promotion. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get those up early. So this one will be early.
Nice. Your
even though I'm sure nobody on the Patreon's going to watch it because these videos get so few views.
I mean, I do love when you do a sponsor and you're like, ha, got you fuckers. You never see it coming.
Yes, I was about to bring that up. You'll always love segueing into them without you noticing.
But your best fake out will always be the April Fool's one when you're like, ha, you really thought I was going to make a full video about feet. The first barefoot debuted in.
Yeah.
The serious stare at the camera for a solid 2 seconds.
It's real.
So nice.
I had that bit planned for like a year before that point, because when I come up with an April Fool's video, it's often in May, and it's like, well, shit, I have to wait 11 months to do this video now. So I was sitting on that for almost a year.
Legendary.
I just still can't believe you made a fucking expert graph about all the percentage of feet that show up during what era and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, wow,
it's important.
It's important.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so I feel like we've been recording for some time already, so let's just quickly go through. I have 2 questions here from our lovely fans in Q&A. I'm gonna open more questions because these are still from 7 months ago. So we got people being like should talk Nintendo Switch because of its pricing. I'm like, damn, that has been half a year ago. But okay, we have a question by. I'm not even gonna.
It's not just the price; it's everything about the Nintendo Switch being terrible. But yeah, go ahead.
Let's not get political. I'm not even gonna try to read this person's name, but basically this person has asked 2 questions. So that's
what an original name.
Just read these 2 questions to end our podcast this episode. So the first question is something Dog probably won't be really into, but Snake's gonna be really into. Fortnite, Mortal Kombat Wave 2 and 3 ideas.
Ooh,
I'd like Ermac.
I feel like we had a similar discussion, and we kind of landed on the Earthrealmers would be Liu Kang, Raiden, Sonya, Johnny. The ninjas would be Reptile, Ermac, Smoke, and then Melina, Jade, because we've already got that model in there.
Well,
so a lot of these.
I think if anything, it'd be 3 or 4 in the second set, and we'd have 1 or 2 of those being ninja recolors because they're easy. So Reptile and Melina have a good shot of making it in, and for 2 completely new characters. Liu Kang is maybe slightly less likely to make it in now because they're just putting a guy who looks a lot like Liu Kang. So
yes,
maybe his
just so you know, Dog. There is a sort of Bruce Lee character looking, but not just the fact that he also has tattoos and that can glow if you have a different style. So it's literally Mortal Kombat 1 Liu Kang.
Damn.
And stuff like that. So people are
saying
that very much looks like Liu Kang.
And he does come with nunchucks and everything because this is Los Angeles Hollywood themed. Like one of the new characters looks like Marilyn Monroe kind of.
Where's the homeless
that.
character?
Oh. Jonesy had a look like that one season.
Yes, that's
think
right.
that's come back
Yeah,
yet.
good.
There's a
Making
Johnny
sure that
Cage
they get
like
represented
persona
correctly.
in Fortnite.
I mean, that's the thing. This would be the perfect time to bring back Johnny Cage. Bring in Johnny Cage rather. Johnny and
True.
I guess Sonya.
This is such a stupid like mindset that this thing just popped into my head. What if the Mortal Kombat
Your
2
words.
movie got
Go.
Yeah, I know. But what if the Mortal Kombat 2 movie got delayed so that it could collab next year with Fortnite during May?
I mean, this would have been the ideal time to do it if they hadn't delayed it. Then it'd be like, okay, the movie's been out a couple of months, maybe.
True.
It's coming out on a home release. Here's the Hollywood season. Johnny Cage, the film star from the new film, he shows up and he's like, I'm Johnny Cage. Got the movie style and the game style, and probably like a style with his sunglasses off, just randomly. And then another character, well, either movie Kitana or Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot could make it in. And he could have two styles, movie style and just UMK3.
Classic style, something like
But
that.
unfortunately, the people at Warner Bros. Don't know what they're doing, so they're going to sell the company to Netflix, which is a bad idea, but they're going to do it anyway. You know, idiots, morons, idiots. So yeah, my answer for
all of you.
So my idea for how I would do a second wave would be, I mean, I think the ideal would be you get 3 new models and 1 recolor. So it would be Reptile or Melina alongside Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and
Sonya?
either Sonya or Shao Kahn, just because I think we need to have some villains in there.
I
Or
see.
alternatively, if they haven't made the characters yet and they're still trying to decide on who to add, Cary Tagawa.
Oh, Cary Tagawa, Shang Tsung. I see.
Be badass. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Good work. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm around the same boat with you, just like the ninjas or the female ninjas, the Earthrealmers, so Sonya, Liu Kang, Johnny, and then some of the villains, so like Shao Kahn, Reptile, Shang Tsung, maybe Baraka Kano. I still think that one leak that people are like, Sonic, have you seen like they leaked like Shao Kahn, Goro, Reptile, and Shang Tsung are gonna be in the wave 2? I'm like, I want to believe this, but and it's been a while, so I don't think that one is true.
That'd be pretty epic. Do they usually get unique abilities, the characters?
Sometimes they give unique emotes that only the character can use and stuff. So or transformation effects. So like Venom can turn from like he can take off the Venom mask and turn into Eddie. What's the actor called again from the Venom movies?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it turns into Tom Hardy, or he can turn into Venom, basically.
Do they ever get
they do things like that?
Do they ever get different finishing moves or anything? Like when the opponent's downed, do they get like different?
No.
This is not Apex. Yeah.
Well, because I know you did that funny meme where you did like the little Hatsune Miku thing, like wee, and destroyed him with it.
Yes.
It'd be cool if they gave a tiny little damaging move like that to Cary Tagawa, Shang Tsung, so you can do like your soul is mine and finish them off with it, and it's like, oh, I got their ass.
That would be
one
kind of
thing
cool.
actually that's worth considering is in the latest event. Are you familiar with the new event that they just did, Dog? Where like it's like a big Avengers Endgame tile finale where it's like, there's this big monster. How are we going to fight it? Then portals start opening up. Then like TMNT show up and the Megazord, giant Homer Simpson in his underwear.
I did see that.
Godzilla and Kong.
Yes.
Yeah. Hatsune Miku firing a beam on top of Godzilla as he does his atomic breath.
Both fire the
But
beam. Yeah.
among the characters in the background, Scorpion and Sub-Zero show up because it's all like the most basic
Yes,
characters.
it's like just there.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
here's the thing:
Scorpion Sub-Zero.
when Scorpion shows up, he's doing his little, the M1K like fire thing for his intro. He has that as an emote in this game. He does that and it's like a piece of bread with the MK logo burnt
Yes,
into it.
yeah, toasty.
Toasty.
Yeah, cute.
Sub-Zero does his like M1K thing with the ice behind him.
In the intro.
Unless like the NPC. No, Scorpion was the boss. Sub-Zero wasn't a boss in.
He was an
Fortnite,
NPC.
was he? Yeah, so
Sub-
that animation is not used by Sub-Zero in the game. So either they just randomly brought that over for this event, or they're perhaps adding another Sub-Zero, maybe for the movie or something. Maybe they're going to do a movie tie-in, and they're not able to.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And so like here's a Sub-Zero emotes that they just applied to the existing model. Maybe it was going to be like, here's the new characters. It's like Johnny Cage and movie Sub-Zero or movie Scorpion Sub-Zero, but nope, can't do that. So honestly, that's probably the strongest evidence for they may have been planning a movie collaboration tie-in that they just had to delay. Because why else would you put? Why? I mean, I know it's an existing animation for M1K, but why go? They have to make the ice assets and everything. You have to put in all the effort. Why do that for this background shot? They're not even up front. It's not like they're beside Jonesy and going, "Ooh!" They're in the background. You can barely see it. MK nerds like us will notice it, but the average person isn't going to. So that's weird. Why did they do that? I reckon there's going to be another MK collaboration, probably for the movie. That'll probably give us like movie Johnny, Katana, Sub-Zero, maybe Shao or Scorpion or something like that. I reckon we're going to get that.
Sub-Zero.
Very possible. I'm gonna if they want the money, we get the movie version and a classic version, like what they like a Street Fighter 6 alt.
Could you imagine? It's like they put out the Warner Bros. Puts out the movie when it was supposed to come out. It makes a bunch of money. They put it in Fortnite to coincide with it. Makes a lot of money. Company saved. Don't have to sell to Netflix anymore. This movie could have saved Warner Bros. And they failed.
It's not that impressive. Come on.
It would have been really fun if it was, though.
It would. This is off topic because I know, Snake, you probably didn't do the live event. When that was happening, it's like, charge! Basically, when that was happening, I just kept following Scorpion Sub-Zero. Let's go, Scorpion Sub-Zero, me and you, me and my lizard skin, following them as long as I can.
I was going to say, well, you and your lizard skin, it's like, yeah, like, wait for me, brothers, Ninja brothers, please, wait for me.
I love you guys. Let's fight together. And then it's because everybody goes in the crowd and going towards fight that final boss essentially.
Should we do the next question?
Yes, I feel like we should. Yes. So the final question we've got is, this question has been asked by a couple people.
Okay.
And the question is what will the title of the next Mortal Kombat be, you guys think? I think it won't be Mortal Kombat 2 or Mortal 2 Kombat because they would go for another reset. Oh, wow, okay, really? Okay.
I sure hope not. I sure hope not.
I agree. I don't think it's going to become Mortal Kombat 2. I think they wouldn't be that daring.
No, I mean, okay, I think they got enough bullying from doing it the first time. I think it depends on whether or not Warner Bros. Does get bought out and what that company's intentions are. Because if it's like, well, we want to make movies, it's entirely possible they could go, well, we want movies and games that coincide with each other. And so rebooting both at the same time might be a way they would go about that for more brand synergy. Or alternatively, there could just be a company head who's like, I like Mortal Kombat, I like the old stuff, or people don't like the new stuff, revert it. And so MK is in a tumultuous spot right now. It depends on what goes on there with potential corporate mergers and buyouts, I think. And obviously, if they reboot it, then what they're going to call it, maybe it will be the third game called Mortal Kombat. We don't know. Or Netflix presents Mortal Kombat, or Combat Flicks. There could be any number of stupid names they come out with.
It definitely has to depend on what the next story is going to be, or what the catch is for the next game and stuff like that. It's because I think for the most part, actually, the only last Mortal Kombat title that I can think of that isn't numerical is Onslaught. Why is it called Onslaught, by the way? Do you know?
No idea.
They just wanted to give it a name that made it clear that it's not in the main timeline. That's probably it. And I guess Onslaught because you have so many different characters.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it's either because of how many characters you can recruit, or the fact that it's
perhaps
4 guys going through a bunch of enemies, which it kind of works, but it don't relate to the story at all. I think the title is going to depend on what the premise is and what the premise is allowed to be or mandated to be based on whoever's in charge at the time. If we just go on looking at assume it's just a direct sequel to M1K, just a simple normal sequel, no corporate bullshit getting in the way, it's just whatever the MK team wants to do, they get to do it. I think going back to numbers now would be embarrassing.
No, that's what I mean.
Because they did it already, sure. X arguably is a move away, but X just means 10, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And then they followed up with 11, so yeah.
Wait, also, Mortal Kombat 9 is not officially called that. That's like a fandom. It's called Mortal Kombat, period, right? It's Mortal Kombat 2011, but yeah, that's the...
Yeah.
After that is when they just kept going on the numbers. Yeah,
so following on from 1, I think it would be weird if they did... I feel like they'd probably find some really weird faux artsy thing like Mortal Kombat Alpha, or something
Mortal
like
Kombat
that.
Z or something.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat Omega. And it's like this about Omega to be the end of all things or something.
Exactly.
I could see them
Yeah.
doing something like that. I feel like that's more likely at this point than returning to subtitles or returning to a logical number structure. Because it would be really weird to be like, it would be weird to do two after one when they've already got an MK2. Because it's harder to justify that. And also it'd be weird to go MK14.
13.
Because the average Joe's going to be like, okay, 11. Where's 13? Where's 12? What happened to 12? Why is there no 12? I don't understand. I don't understand. You might think, come on, that's not giving the general public enough credit. The fans of Mortal Kombat, they're fucking dumb.
I can contest that I am quite dumb.
Indeed.
Doesn't even try to save me. Just lets me be dumb.
You, Mr. Dog, what do you think they're going to call it?
You know, I always joked that the Mortal Kombat 1 should have had a subtitle too, because calling it Mortal Kombat 1 is so stupid. Now we're all confused. Google's confused. Like when you type in Mortal Kombat 1, it doesn't even know what you want anymore. You got to type in Mortal Kombat Original and shit. So they can't call the sequel Mortal Kombat 2. Surely not, because that already exists. They wouldn't dare, right? So
then they already did it for the movie. They just fucking did it for the movie too.
They're gonna call it Mortal Kombat Annihilation. No, I'm kidding.
Sure, they're gonna make it even more confused.
I almost wanted to say that part of me almost wonders if because they saw the feedback to the cameo system and everyone just wanting regular tag, that the next game would be a tag fighter. So what if they just called it like Mortal Kombat Tag? Like Mortal Kombat Tag Team or...
Okay,
instead of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, it's Mortal Kombat Shattered Alliance. And it's about everyone falling away from Liu Kang's vision and like splintering into different factions.
Shattered Alliance.
MK Tag Alliance.
Mortal Kombat. By the way, I got it, guys. Perfect title. Mortal Kombat Tag Tournament.
There you go.
Right? It fits with the tournament. You know, it's bringing the tag and stuff.
They could call it, make it sound like a fucking Facebook game from like 2009, Mortal Kombat Alliances.
There you go. I was thinking that too, like Marvel Alliance.
If they make a tag game, I can absolutely see them naming it something along the lines of Deadly Alliance, and there would absolutely be some kind of Deadly Alliance thing, like, oh, here's an achievement for beating Arcade Ladder as the Deadly Alliance, you know, because they love to reference the Deadly Alliance even when it makes no sense.
True.
Yes, they love to.
Don't forget, it's now canon that Kung Lao soloed the Deadly Alliance. Like, that's a thing that he did in MK9.
Yeah.
They were that pathetic.
Ugh. I mean, I'm plumb out of ideas, guys. I'm not good at these extreme hypotheticals.
Oh no, yeah, this one is just basically because it really has to depend on the next context of the game, and at the same time, we're trying to come up with either legit cool names or legit stupid names. Like, what would they go with? The thing is, the last 1, 2, 3, like 4 Mortal Kombat games were pretty short in terms of their titles. It's just Mortal Kombat and like really short something. So I don't know if they're gonna put something long, unless if it's a DLC. Then it'll be called Aftermath and Chaos Reigns. But it's like, yeah, it's. I'm trying to see if we can continue with the tradition of that.
It's going to be called The Fall of Edenia. It's going to be that fan game everybody wanted, where you play as the Edenians. Yeah.
By the way, I want to give a shout out. I will say,
the Great Kung Lao.
I will say, the Legends movies have some pretty fun titles. Scorpion's Revenge, Battle of the Realms, Snow Blind, Cage Match. Like, these are fun. Like, you can just instantly get, okay, what the vibe is with this movies with just this title there. So I give them a thumbs up for that.
We would love that movie, to be fair. We would unironically love... By the way, my girlfriend hates that term. Every time I say unironically, she goes, don't say that. Just say ironically or literally. You don't need to use the term unironically. It goes back to itself. It's a full, like, 360.
Yeah,
listen, we don't mind. We think it's cute, but you do say it quite often. You also do say hindsight's 2020.
Oh, damn, I do? That's my catchphrase? Gotcha. I will say that unironically is funny, but only if it has to be very literal. And I finally explained to her what it means. But I get it. I understand the distinction now, sweetheart. So unironically is used when, in any other situation, that scenario described would be ironic, but it's not.
Yes.
That's why it's unironic. It's not just literal. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Say, for example, oh, Shang Tsung is the hero of the next Mortal Kombat game. That'd be unironically funny. Because it's like, you would think he's always the villain, and here he is being the, the hero.
I think that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, unironically cool. There you go.
Yeah.
So it's like saying, oh, the Americans, they they elected a reality TV show host to president twice, unironically.
Yes. Hey, he's a wonderful president. He's the best one. We know this. Not just him saying this. Everyone says this. We all hear it. He is an amazing president.
It's true. He's pretty good.
My girlfriend loves that impression. She dies every time.
Move on from tiny hands.
It's actually pretty good, dog. Not gonna
People
lie.
say my hands are tiny and they think something else is there. Something else might be small. There's no problem. I can assure you there's no problem. The fact he actually addressed that on TV is so funny. Like, bro.
Like, you should have played into it and gone, oh, okay, my hands are small, but you know what that means? It means my penis feels really big when I hold it. Can you say that?
When I
or
hold
do
my
you
own
feel, feel
penis.
really small?
When I count my money, it looks even bigger.
Yes!
Are we really ending this podcast on Trump's penis as like this last segment?
Unironically, yes.
Ironic.